Okay, so Red, let us know what happened last time.
Well, last time we began with our lovely House Cairo symbol, Naira, going off of the experiment to make the change the colors of the algae essentially and do a good job. I believe the colors she chose were pink and yellow. Was that correct?
Yeah, I debated changing them, but I think I'm gonna stick with it.
Yeah, pink and yellow for our lovely festival we have planning today to show off and to hopefully entice our future customers is the goal at the very least. And with that as well, for Rianne, she had a bit of a night with Peter as they had a very open and honest conversation about things, talking about each other's likes and dislikes, learning a bit more about each other as they were, well, talk about how they do enjoy each other and were a little awkward with the whole emotional stuff, but we're going to try this out hopefully and we learned a bit more about his past. Rianne also a little bit learned a bit more about him, and I think it was a good night overall. As well as well, next day, Brienne very much happy with those who know her well, where to see it, as well as our Lord Damocles, who has come back from to us from his spending time with his wife and his family to see, well, hang out with his daughters after the loss of his of Astrid. As we sat down and talked and enjoyed ourselves, and well, Gary had a conversation with Peter, who seemed to be in a good mood as well, as Peter had come up with a new plan that he needs Gary's help for. A chance for Gary to have an apprentice and to pass his knowledge down to a very helpful candidate. Someone who could possibly be of interest for Lady Freya, you know? Someone who, at least how Peter says, it's someone who won't get in the way of what he has going on, essentially just in case some marriage that Freya may have in the future may be, I believe, will be a problem for him. I think he's going to try to just fix that himself, as he asked Gary to write a letter for a house who has a son that they kind of don't want, are not really that proud of. At least that's how he's explained it to Gary, that he's a bit of a not a good fit for the family, essentially. As Gary wrote us a wonderful letter, and the heir of House, one of the heirs of House Halem, is going to be on their way. As Rianne would later learn that the House Halem will be coming here as well as some other things when she checked in on rumors, which is a surprise for her because, well, she's never heard of this house. And of course, when Lady Freya went in to learn more as well, there wasn't a lot of information because they were not necessarily on the planet or in our quadrant as well. So they're definitely coming far off to visit during the festival time. As well, Damocles also wanted to have some conversations with Freya as he sat down and father and daughter had a moment of talking conversation before he essentially dropped the news that, well, Lady Nyx is pregnant with another child and he is going to have another baby along the way. While Freya was happy for her father, there was a bit of an awkwardness there as she had to reconcile the fact that her father has essentially had coitus with this woman, and it seems to be going well, essentially. As that it's a little awkward. She'll come around fully to it, but she did hug her father and say she was happy for him. And well, let's see what this new Nick's child will be in the future, essentially. As well as we had a bit of a meeting. We talked about what we were planning, letting things know as Freya let us know that our lovely Damocles is responding with a new child, and we should have plans, maybe have a family dinner, something like that, some way to celebrate and hang out, because Nick should be on the way with the contest as well. Rihanna as well mentioned to Lady Freya that Alexi, Lord Alexi, who she had taken a little bit of a shine to, seems to have been engaged, though he will be making his way there. So maybe there's a chance to meet him again, but say hello to his fiance now. And while Freya was, I'm not sure if she was disappointed or not, she seemed to be all right with that information as we have a lot more things to plan, as well as, well, we learned about Gary's new apprentice, and we did ask him some questions, and Gary seemed to basically bring up that he's a good character, loves books. Make sure to point that out. Maybe for Freya's sake, loves books. Yeah, put him on. And then of course Peter is pushing necessary for Rian. He wants a room on the same floor as us, essentially. I'm sure for good reason, as we all learned the news and decided to trust Gary and Peter, by the way, as well, with this new apprentice that's going to be living here. And then, well, Rianne makes her way to the room after her successful meeting, preparing for the next few days, as takes one last look over the plans and notices, well, there's going to be a tournament there, the Guinness tournament, along with our own lovely play. And on the list of applicants seems to be at the very bottom, a name she had not seen in quite some while, as Silax. Orpheus Silax is apparently in the ranks. I'm sure that's going to be a great time for everyone else, as Rianne's blood pressure has increased We're a higher number now. And I think that's where it ended.
Yep. Second.
I'm going to prescribe Rianne some weed to calm the fuck down. Like she
Give some Xanax.
she or Xanax, yeah, please. Valium, take something.
Look, it's gonna be fine. She's gonna, she's gonna believe it's gonna be fine. She has to.
All so judgy. God fucking.
I'm not judging. It's that.
You're right, Greg. We are judging. We're gonna be judge free here and assume good things are gonna happen.
Exactly.
Right, guys?
Why would Peter sabotage his own investment?
I don't think Peter's
Exactly.
sabotaging his own investment.
He apologized to you ahead of time.
It's gonna be not. Maybe listen, he may take a creative approach to the situation. There'll still be a good outcome.
You know what?
Just be creative.
I'm sure he's gonna do something that's gonna be weird as fuck.
The reputation of the house will also by proxy increase. It is his investment, you see. So he would not sabotage it. That'll be
So
silly.
you know what? Maybe, yeah, maybe this is gonna break Rianne's. I'm gonna trust Peter with no issue, problem right then and there, guys. This is where it happens.
Listen, you got a finger outside the fucking. Got a finger around the corner. You see.
Most likely, Mac is correct, and it's just going to cause us a lot of stress in the meantime.
Gotta think creatively here. Bolt.
Rianne
Be a man of
has to
action.
get a paper bag to breathe through. It's gonna be fine.
Shaking
probably will
your
take that
boots
Valium.
at the mention of a single name. Goddamn.
I'm not shaking my boots. I'm gonna strangle him with my bare hands. There's a
Oh,
difference.
Thylax?
But yeah.
Okay.
With that revelation, Rianne, you go to sleep. A new day awaiting you. I'm not sure if you're gonna do anything about it.
Well, Grunt, it's the middle of the night. I can't call Peter right now, so I'm gonna have to
Well,
wait till
technically
tomorrow.
you can, but
I can?
yeah. You have his pager.
Okay. That is true. Shoot. What? One thing. Is Foundry working for you guys? It's not loading for me.
Is it in? Okay.
Yep.
I'm in.
It's working.
That's fine.
Hmm.
If it's working for everyone else but you.
Yeah, it's a me
I
problem.
had to
So,
get in again. I had to restart the site.
Hmm.
You check. If it's also working. Yeah, no. Well, it's still,
Oh no.
only the new games that are completely broken.
Hmm.
Let me know.
Grunt, you might have to roll for me. I'm sorry,
Yeah,
'cause
it's
I'm
fine.
loading it in and it's just
Oh no!
timed out apparently.
Now you'll be able to.
Yeah.
Now you'll be able to fucking check out Peter because he'll be grunt rolling.
Either I will or I fail horribly. We'll see how this goes. Yeah, Rian would probably contact Peter. Maybe leave an email for him to respond to in the morning. I
No, you
don't
have-
know. She
you
has
have, you
quite-
have you have his pager. You can literally just phone him up.
Okay, yeah, she's calling him.
Yeah, and he picks up almost immediately. Like, oh, this is a pleasant surprise.
Yes, a very pleasant surprise as well. Peter, I just wanted to make sure I misunderstood or misremembered. I'm looking at the list of applicants for this Guinness swordsman fight you have planned here, and I noticed an interesting name at the bottom of the list that I don't think was there before, but mistakes happen. You want to explain why Lord Orpheus is here on this list of people?
Well, I mean, isn't he a Ginaz swordsmaster?
Yeah, you're right. Silly me. You're right. Of course
And
he is.
isn't it a
I
Ginaz swordsmaster tournament?
Yep, you're completely right, Peter. You're very
I
smart about
don't
that. Yes,
see
he
the
is.
problem then, unless you know something I don't.
Well, he is. He is a lord of of high stature.
Mhm.
So I just have my worries about safety, of course, with him. And what it looks like if he will lose or I don't know, get
Mhm.
hurt, die.
Hmm.
Yeah. So I'm just a little, concerned. So I would
I
hope you
will
would
make sure to
explain.
transmit your worries to him. I will let Silex know that you are in fact concerned for his safety, his life. How
You
very
sh-
thoughtful
you
of
don't
you.
have to. You
No, no,
should.
I must, I must.
Really shouldn't do
I
it.
will actually meet with him in the morning. I just never knew I had such strong feelings. Truly are a thoughtful
Strong feelings
host.
as a word, Peter. Peter, why is this
This
name here after I looked over the list before? I just was a little concerned. Did I just not get the full list, maybe? And
must be a clerical error. If you had the list were
clerical error.
finalized yesterday, I don't.
Finalized yesterday. Okay, okay. You know what, Peter? I'm going to trust that you know what you're doing. We'll just make sure my lady is aware of it. So just in case there's any confusion, I'm just hoping for the. I'm not going to say anything else. Actually, I'm going to trust you know what you're doing.
I always know what I'm doing.
Okay, can I?
Yes, you can insist.
Imagine not trusting Peter.
I would like to incite this guy for this one.
Discipline and what? Duty?
Yes.
Y'all had such a nice date and everything, and now you're immediately back to grilling.
I would say
know.
observe
I
doesn't
look.
apply
This
to
is.
this, so unless you wanna
Yeah, I'm
buy
on the
some
phone.
threat,
Right.
you just roll the 2 dice.
No.
Buying,
It's fine.
buying threat?
Damn it. No.
Okay. Yeah,
That's
He's like, okay,
successes.
so buying threat, got it.
No.
2 successes.
It's 2 successes.
Oh, cool. 2 success.
And
Peter just
now,
rolls 18 dice.
I'm gonna say Peter
He
rolls.
he is like chuckling at the phone. Like you can hear through the comm, like he's chuckling. He's laughing.
He is. God damn it.
You realize, yeah,
I know you're
that's.
laughing at me.
Listen, realize, Rian, you checked the list. This wasn't here like by that time. It had to be added at least in the last couple of hours.
She knows. She's fully aware this had to happen when she wasn't looking, apparently. So she's, like I said, she's gonna try to. You know what? She already has enough stress. Naira's gonna prescribe her something tomorrow. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine.
Why are you?
Very well, Peter.
Listen. Why are you even
I'm
worried?
just.
If anything, you should be concerned about my safety. I can't fight that one with a sword.
Are you going to be fighting as well?
Hopefully not, but you know how it is. Things do happen.
I don't actually. I would hope. I would
Listen.
like you not to fight and get yourself
Worst
in
case
danger.
scenario, if I die tomorrow, at least I won't take any of you with me.
Should I? Well, okay. I make sure to plant some beautiful roses for you then.
I will count on that.
Good night, Peter. Thank you again for reassuring me of my errors, I guess.
Always here to point them out.
Have a lovely night.
You as well. As
She will turn off the phone, text Freya some news. We have to talk tomorrow. It's like, go to bed.
Definitely.
and yeah, you in fact do go to sleep, and then tomorrow awaken bright and early as the festival begins. And what would be like the first order of business for everyone here? Think about that for like 2 minutes, or like discuss amongst yourself as I'll go grab a drink for myself.
I'm gonna be right back, guys. I'm gonna try to see if I can get this thing to work, so get into Foundry right quick. So give me 1 second, okay?
All right, cool. Can someone repeat what the question was, because I was not paying attention?
What's the order of business, basically? What's
Okay.
everyone's
What's
plan
the
for
plan?
the morning?
Got it. Freya, do you have an idea?
she would mentally prepare and get herself ready, like dressing up nice, and probably greet the guests. I guess there's a main entrance somewhere.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
So like just preparing yourself like visually to be there to greet
Yes,
people and
yes.
stuff.
Yeah.
I guess my job is to keep Brianna as calm as possible.
The Xanax worked. She fell asleep in fact.
It worked
I
too
was
well.
just about
Now
to
we're gonna
ask
have to
where
weaken
Red-
to Bernie's her.
Restarting the router or something.
Hmm.
She's trying to fix Foundry.
Now, worst case scenario, I update the leak and just boot all of you out.
Oh, okay. You have any plans for Gary, Mac?
If it's the day of the festival, probably.
Gary,
Dresses.
your ward is gonna come.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, Gary's preparing for his warrior. The nicest suit possible that he has. The
I got the
slightly
work.
better one above average.
Are you dressing to the theme or are you just dressing in a
Not
basic
just
ass
dressing-
suit?
No, basic ass suit. No, not to the theme.
Boo.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Here is a man that thinks Excel sheets are fun. Shut up. What did you expect? I would call fail RP if he showed up in a buffoon suit or something.
We can force him.
yeah.
There's no reason to.
Yeah, Gary's preparing himself, you know.
Maybe he
Yes.
likes a little bit of whimsy in his heart.
I know, damn.
Yeah, you probably could tell Peter if he has any more info on him, basically. So background I'll check the background information again, so he doesn't say anything wrong, basically.
Who would be where? Because yeah, the most of the guests will be coming on the pier as everything has been arranged. The city has been decorated properly,
Can I
split
say
into
that
different
Rian?
areas and different stages.
Can I say that Rian at least told Freya about Lord
Yeah,
Orpheus
you have
being-
like this kind of like meeting in the morning as Rianne's maybe a bit late. She seemingly had some trouble sleeping, like 5 minutes late.
she's eating a pumpkin like cookie or something like that.
How about this brownie
Yeah,
here?
yeah. Are you
Uh,
okay, Jan? You nervous?
Yes, nervous is a good description of it. We'll go with nervous. I do apologize for being late, my lady. I had to go over some more last minute things to make sure things were put in place. I do have some news as well. I do apologize. Apparently, I missed it in my. I missed it, but Lord Orpheus will be a part of the tournament as well. He will be showing off his skills along with the other Guinness swordsmen.
I mean, that sounds great.
Yes, I
To-
think that's great.
Yes. Yes. I guess we should. That. I guess we shouldn't go near him. Just an advice.
I think it would be rude not to say for you as a high standing should not say hello to our local lord at the very least. Though I'm not too sure the full scope of the tournament. Sadly, I will trust that you will be an impeccable host for Lord Orpheus if he designs to say hello.
Yes. Do we know if his wife is going to come? Well,
I assume she would, unless something at home takes more of her attention. I don't think we heard any rumors about. We will. Would she be on the list as well, Grunt? Would that be something we would know at all? His wife, the Mrs. Orpheus.
Oh, you don't know who's coming as like tickets aren't. There's no like database with registrations. There's just been a number of tickets that have been released because Peter had to manipulate the market to boost their value. So tickets have been scalped more or less, but Peter's doing the scalping. That's the trick.
I would say I can't say for certainty. I don't see why she would not be along unless there's something at home that takes her attention. But I can only make assumptions on that part, my lady.
Okay, thank you for telling me.
Of course, my lady.
Any...
Just wish you to be surprised.
Yes, don't want that to happen. Anybody else I should know about who's coming? Who's not been on the list?
I am not made aware, but if anything happens, I will be sure to let you know. I assume comms will be still a thing that we can use during this lovely event. And well, I know you have plans to have a bit of a family dinner with Lady Nix in the house. I'll make sure to take care of that for you as well.
Thank you.
We'll also be hosting Alvar Helheim as Gary's apprentice, I believe.
Yes, his rooms have been made as well. Hopefully to good specifications on a comfortable spot in the third floor.
Sounds like everything's going as planned.
Yeah, like you can expect more or less a lot of nobles to show up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. If nothing else, we should try to have a good showing, and maybe to make some new friends.
Yes. I have to get changed after the meeting. Probably gonna welcome some guests at the pier just to have a good first impression.
Of course. I will be running around in the background, of course. And please, if any of you need me, let me know. I will be there as quickly as I can.
Rian, do you need me before we do anything? Is there anything I could do to help ease your nerves?
Yes, I would love to have a conversation with you, Lady Naira. Though I don't think it's Oh, well, I'm going to be frank with you. I think it's best if Lord Orpheus comes up. I should not be in the way. I did offend the Lord greatly last time, and I do not wish to sour the mood with my presence.
I don't believe he was
think it
offended,
would,
but I can definitely intervene if needed.
Yes, of course.
Could possibly go wrong.
And I could possibly go wrong. I also believe I might still want to remember the thing we talked about earlier. She's trying not to make it public what she talked to you about. I think I do need a bit of another pair of eyes, if it's possible as well. Seems I only have 2 of them, and I'll need a couple more to keep myself on proper course.
Okay. I will do my damnedest then.
Thank you as well. I do not wish to trouble you, my lady. She turns to Freya with my personal matters, but like I said, I will make sure this day goes out without a hitch as well.
And I'll make sure Rian makes time for fun.
Yes, I just want to say, all of you, please enjoy this as much as possible. I mean, it's still our festival. So if you have the possibility, you can also relax at least a little bit and enjoy it.
Of course.
Yeah. You begin. Who's any of you even greeting? Because before the general public arrives, a lot of the participants, especially the swordsmen, have to get there first. So who would be there to greet them? If anything. Yeah. So anyone else?
Yeah, I would wait for the arrival of the Hellheims, probably.
Yeah, they're gonna arrive
Rian
a bit
would-
later in the day.
Okay, so then yeah.
They are still
Rian
part
would
of the
definitely be
guest.
with-
So
Rian would definitely be with Freya there, or if anyone needs her outside of that. But yeah, unless something comes up.
Then I guess Naira would be there because I'm going to be your shadow today.
Wonderful.
Hold my hand, please.
As
Hold my hand.
Okay.
you're all part of the welcoming committee, a couple of the guards around you. as like the boat arrives, as you see a couple of about a dozen or so men just kind of like walking down on the pier itself, on the plank, and on the, rather the bridge, as they're all wearing different, I would say like a bit of flamboyant clothes, but definitely worn and definitely not eye-catchy. Worn, used. They all, none of them inspire great wealth. They look like they once might did, but now they look very washed up, so to say. Most of them are rather old. I feel like the youngest would be around like mid-40s.
Treat them with respect because they are great swordsmen. So.
Yeah, most of them are in their 50s, their 60s, but they still kind of like conduct themselves with a certain posture as they walk down. As I would say this Silax stands out amongst them because he is very young, like he is compared to all of them. Like you immediately spot him. Yeah, he is in fact there. Yes, you think he would arrive with someone else? Of course he arrives.
He's like a peacock among pigeons. Like, yeah, it's gonna be so
No,
easy to see.
he's actually, yeah, he's also wearing like very like mundane clothes for what he usually
Oh.
dresses as.
Ah, good for him.
A
Good
sort
for
of
him.
sign of solidarity, seems as yeah. They're
He didn't want
all
to take the yacht here.
they're all making their way as yeah, they all kind of like gather in front of you, present themselves, kind of like do a polite bow.
It's fair would greet all of them.
Silax does actually take a step forward and says, "Lady Kairos, pleasure to meet you again."
Pleasure to meet you as well, Lord Silax. I hope you had a great ride here.
Quite so. I think this will be a good day.
I hope it will be, yes. And we prepared everything to go as planned. It's gonna be a great tournament.
Quite so.
I hope we have fun.
These swords masters behind me, they may look old, but I assure you, they can give any of your guards a good run for their money. And I assure you, the concerns about our safety were greatly over-exaggerated, although it is touching to hear it. He glances at you, Rian.
Like, I'm gonna keep right, guys. I'm gonna do this, so we'll do it.
Maybe Naira is actually holding Rian's hand, just like, hold on, it's okay.
Very well, then we shall see ourselves to the main stage, and well, feel free to spectate. I'm sure it will be a wonderful event.
Yes, I believe as well. Have some great fight.
Yeah,
I wish you the greatest of luck.
I don't need it, but I appreciate it nonetheless, as he'll bow very deep, and he'll just gesture for the all others to just kind of like follow him as they all make their way to the kind of like the swordsmaster stage. Yes, in fact, all of these people could just butcher your entire city guard. That is, in fact, true. Naira, you are correct.
They better not.
These people are all
I
Enrico
will
level.
be very cross if they do.
Yeah. 12 Enricos versus 50 average city guards.
Yeah, that's not gonna end well.
Yay.
And as you're like maybe preparing to head back, as this was the person, you do spot another boat on the horizon, as one of your servants will alert you that there is another ship coming to dock. This is an unscheduled visit, by the way.
Oh,
Is there
great.
a symbol on the ship?
Yes, I believe they're flying the House Draco banner.
Oh shit! What is it?
I guess we're gonna stay here. Here. Do we have any special rooms left, or maybe place left for the house stay?
Probably.
Yeah, we should.
Okay.
You can like wait and eventually the ship docks. Maybe you would have expected Flavius to step out, or maybe dad, someone. You just see, in fact, a detachment of about 20 white serpents march down on the pier. Like fully armed. As their captain will step forward and greet you. As Lady Freya Kairos, we are here on behalf of Lord Draco. We are here to conduct a preliminary scan of the area to ensure that no assassins or other security risks are exist before our Lord arrives. Do you accept this
Understand.
inspection or do you refuse?
Are we inside this?
I was about to ask Rian, can you please answer?
It's like, yeah. This is a understand roll, right? Or discipline?
Could be either.
The duty and would this fall on the observe or no? I just want to make sure to ask.
I would say observe counts.
Okay, I'll use one of my determinations, and I will buy. No, I think I'll hold off with threat because I think I have enough. Hopefully, with this.
Mhm.
And what exactly are you inciting?
I just want to make sure because we weren't given any notice beforehand. We weren't told anything, and we want to make sure. Is this a? I can see this being a somewhat common way, but I
You
want to make
do
sure.
so okay. There's like multiple layers to this.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
first layer is like, yeah, it's an inspection. If they announce it, it's kind of like pointless. It may kind of make sense with the death of Astrid that happened not that long
Yeah.
ago.
I forget that. Yeah.
The second layer is, yeah, this is a slap to the face of like, yeah, you can't handle your shit security. We're gonna like inspect it and at least make sure it's proper.
Okay, that's the main thing I got. Okay. If Lady Freya looks at her or anything like that, or she'll go closer and basically nod or confirm with Lady Freya that
Yes, we accept if you.
He like nods and
May-
like signals the men, and they start marching. They don't even let you finish the sentence.
Great.
They start spreading out around the town immediately. As the captain just kind of like stays behind.
Just maybe try to be careful with the decoration and everything. Just don't break anything while inspecting, please.
Just stares at you, doesn't even say anything.
I was not. We were not made aware that House Draco would even have interest in our showing. We are honored that he has taken time to stop by.
Doesn't say anything, Rian, but there's probably more at play than just them wanting to inspect their showing.
Yeah. But he's probably not going to tell us anything.
No, in fact, he's just gonna like give his comlink to Enrico and just fuck off.
Wow. This has been an interesting start at the very least. Are there any more boats coming?
No.
Actually, there's 12.
One of them's name is a Benetilaxu named Kosh. Oh, God.
He is the boat.
He is the
My lady, shall we continue forward, I guess. A lot to do.
Yes, I agree. We should go ahead. Yes. Great start of the day.
Yeah, about a couple of hours later, they don't break anything. At least nothing important. They do disrupt a couple of activities, but they're not specifically violent. As what is your plan? Are you because at this point guests will start rolling in and the actual festivities slowly start to unfold.
Freya would go around greeting new guests, have small talk. Yes, mostly that for the
Why don't you give me a
first
communicate
3 hours.
roll? Difficulty 2. See if you embarrass yourself.
Oh no.
You can buy one
Yay.
thread to make it sure. It's a single
If
thread.
it's a you said
Yeah.
communication role, right?
Yeah, it is a communicate.
You could use a
I think I-
determination as well, just to get the
I have
two.
I have a skill for that. I just want to make sure to help her. She does this.
We don't have any momentum, right?
Nope.
No, we don't.
So maybe you'll have to get a
Ah, we get it. We have one
You
momentum.
do have one. That
If it's
you can spend the one momentum to put dice pool by one.
Yes.
I'll be right back.
Should I also spend one thread? I mean, communicate is
to
not
you.
the best tool. Definitely not.
I mean, the more the merrier.
But-
I think one thread is fine. Yeah, the 4 dice. This is not the most unimportant roll.
Hmm.
Yeah, 4 dice sounds pretty good.
We can get momentum
I'm gonna
from it
spend.
too.
Yeah.
Mm. Yeah, one thread is red. Yeah, red is not here to have. I think
I-
democracy. That your opinion doesn't matter.
If you want to spend or purchase
I
one thread,
have
it's fine.
I have my advisor ability that helps you re-roll a single
Yeah.
d20 as well to help with this.
So I
Okay.
think one thread
I'm
is fine.
so
It's fine.
yeah. I'm gonna spend one thread as well.
Damn.
5 successes. Yeah.
You could re-roll one. Maybe it's a crit. Maybe you got a crit. Actually, no, I don't actually do it. It will be stupid. Then you might fail.
Gonna say you might just lose the success.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
mind. It's stupid.
It's 3 momentum out of it. So yeah. You start greeting people. You mingle. You make a very good impression. As you do in fact catch several important people of note, including they're a bit more hidden, but you do manage to spot them right as they just are like walking into the main area, and like this sort of courtyard that leads into all the different sections. They're wearing rather nondescript, but still quite wealthy. Although most of the people who come to this place are wealthy, you can imagine the ticket prices were absolutely insane. House Helheim. You see an older woman and a younger man escorted by what clearly are like 2 bodyguards.
She would go over them, and make a bow and greet them. Nice to meet you, Lady Helheim.
Actually, a second, because I just realized something. I'm like changing her name like right now because I don't want to have to Freya.
Because it's Freya.
That's for Freya. That's for Freya.
Sigrid. There we go.
Hello, Freya. Hello, Freya. Hi, Barbie.
they pulled a sword. There could only be one.
As
Yes.
they'll bow back, and the woman will speak up and say, "Lady Kairos, pleasure to finally meet you. Wonderful event you put here together."
Thank you. The pleasure's all mine. I hope you had a great ride here. Everything went smooth.
Yes, quite all right. So,
Glad to hear that.
I was hearing about this famous bakery shop you have here. I couldn't hope but to have a taste of some of its finer goods.
Yes, I believe we can make an appointment where you can taste a lot of our great cakes.
I was more thinking like right now, so if you could just point us in the right direction.
Yes, yes, sure, yes.
Wonderful.
There you go.
She kind of like give
This
her,
one.
you give some indications as she like takes note and says, this is my nephew, Alvar. As you like very politely bow, and he'll speak up and
This one
says,
also.
pleasure to make your acquaintance, my lady.
Pleasure to meet you. I heard you're going to stay at our lovely city.
He like nods and says, fortunately for me, Mr. Goldman has accepted me as his apprentice. By your grace, I am happy that you have that you will let me stay here.
Of course, I mean, we like to have some fine people over, and I mean, Mr. Goldman is a great teacher. I believe you can learn a lot from him.
I will be more than excited to finally meet him and learn from him.
You will like him, I believe so.
He'll nod. And Sigrid will say, well, we'll get out of your hair. It seems you have plenty more guests coming. As
Yes.
you do spot Cassia Orpheus walking down, chatting with none other than Flavius himself. As
Are they coming over?
no, I mean they're walking down the road
Okay.
towards your direction as like a general thing, but this is a good excuse for the Helheims to just kind of like bounce. While this is happening, where is everyone else? Gary, I will say this: Peter would have called you to have a meeting at the secret ingredient. But what about the other two? Where's Naira and Rian?
Well, damn it. Does Naira have any plans? I want to ask that first, actually.
My plan was to shadow you or just wander around the festival, but you kind of requested Naira to be a second pair of eyes, so yeah.
Thank God. I need the help. I think with everything going on, I would ask Enrico to keep an eye on. Well, he has to do security action. Never mind. I'm gonna go and check in on the fucking make sure everything's cool with the Guinness people, just to make sure if he dies, I have deniable plausibility or something. I don't know.
Oh, you keep complaining, but you keep jumping into the water. I don't know. It's
My greatest fear: this guy dies on stage, and then I have to clean that mess up.
likely excuse. Well, Gary, as it's early in the festival. None of the major shows have started. People are just kind of like milling about, perusing the goods, kind of like tasting some of the specific snacks that they've prepared and are selling at these kind of like stand-in grills, I guess. Peter walks out on the lovely like outdoor area in front of the bakery with a cup of coffee and a cake, and just sits down next to him. Says, it's a wonderful day to die, isn't it, Gary?
Quite a nice thing you got it going. Let's hope the board will be impressed.
I project roughly, and you would know, Gary, just by the ticket sales alone, you raked in the equivalent of like 12 or 15 wealth just from the ticket sales. So yeah, and that's kind of like just projections. Who knows what Peter managed to do with the market manipulation and like scalping of his own tickets. So yeah, he'll just kind of like drink the coffee as he just kind of like stares at the people walking by, and some are dressed to the occasion, some aren't. Peter just says, "Oh yeah, I got this. I've read in a book that they used to do this thing before." And he like finds like a hat. Just
A
find
funny hat. Is this the fucking jester hat?
No, it's not the jester
Is it a
hat.
big feathered hat? Is he cosplaying the
It's-
dastardly bandit and living out his fantasies?
Oh no.
Kilo.
What-
I will
It's-
kill him.
It's rather, it's kind of like a bit tall and very ornate, very like the red tint. Why is this the image format you save and Google? What the fuck? I'll do it myself. I'll screenshot. As he kind of like puts it on. It's a bit big, but definitely stands out and seemingly fits in with the rest of the team. As what do you think?
A nice fitting crown.
I think it will look great. I'll catch my good side when they drag me away.
Hey, listen. At least is it also red?
It is red, yeah.
Hey, listen. The blood will blend in with the color.
It's a very good point. It's red. As yeah, he'll start eating the cake and say, oh yeah, your mentee should show up anytime soon.
All right. Let's see. Let's see if he holds up to
Watson,
the description.
Yeah, just keep him under observation. Make sure he doesn't do anything stupid around here, and keep up the pretense, and maybe we can pick something for our little noble friends here.
Is he a rather joyous person such as you?
I wouldn't say that. I'm sure he has his fun side. I do find all those books about plants and rocks to be not as interesting. No, they are pretty boring.
All right, then let's hope he let nature take its course then.
I did my best. I talked to Lady Rianne to have set him up close to our good ruler. Everything else is in your hands and I guess God. So
Hopefully, it shall go naturally. It shouldn't be forceful. If not a slight gentle nudge.
like I said, just keep him from doing anything too stupid.
Of course.
Also, I will trust you to handle the finances and the dividends after the festivity is over. And
Of course, that's no issue. I already saw the little scalping scheme. Most impressive.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Of course. Sorry. The genuine interest in these festivities.
Listen,
That is
the
bring up
official
buzz.
tickets just got sold very quickly. It just happens. Those are the official numbers. What was it? 40%. Listen,
course.
just give 40% to the Kairoses, and we'll take the rest. Then
Of
it is what
course.
it is. He like shrugs.
Of course.
Well, I guess kind of like glances. You spot one of the white serpents going about, and Peter says, well, that's my cue to leave. See you later, Gary. And by that I mean not so later. Maybe later. Hopefully later. He just like walks away,
Keep
like through the
safely.
back.
I was doing insight check, but no, I will not. I think it's
Something is gonna go down.
Yeah. I want
He
to do an
definitely
insight.
seems flustered and paranoid.
Yeah, he has a scheme going.
What? No, that was so normal.
You're all out here worrying about Silex. You're just ignoring the biggest threat.
Can I do an insight check to see how much joking he was? To make
Only
sure
one
he
of us
was
is
joking?
worried about Silex.
See if he was joking.
You can't keep strangling all your boyfriends, okay? Just calm down.
They get in line. It's gonna murder every single one of them. God damn it.
Yeah. What would that be? Communicate or discipline or
Like it would be
understand? I think.
more discipline or
Understand.
understand, yeah.
If it's discipline,
You do have like 3 momentum, you can spend like 1.
nah, I think I'll do for more important stuff. This is not save the momentum for later. I feel like.
Man, my rolls are shit.
I'll buy one. Can I buy one thread to see for shits and giggles to see? To give Grant some thread so he doesn't spawn it in.
Oh, wow.
Listen, that's a very healthy mindset. Maybe I should benefit from the threat I'm gonna get anyway.
So cancel.
Yeah, Mac, yeah, just go.
All right. I'm asking for consent always.
I don't care. Just roll. There we go.
My thing's
God
not good.
damn
There
it!
was the complication.
Wait. Hold on. No, fuck, I don't have bolt. Never mind. I don't have that talent yet.
Now, you spend 2 threats to ignore the complication.
It's just insight.
It's just inside, whatever.
Yeah, kind of like stare at him. Just kind of like looking after. He like looks back at you. And there is genuine fear, concern, not really sure. Fortunately, you looking at him and him looking at you, he doesn't notice the chair and he kind of like bumps into it and like stumbles, and the chair kind of like falls over. Immediately attracts the attention of the White Serpent and like immediately snaps and sees Peter. Just bolt rushes after him. Peter's like, ah, shit. Just fucking darts in the bakery and disappears. The White Serpent like tumbles in after him, sword drawn.
Oh, what?
There's like a commotion inside, but that kind of like dies out immediately as they probably ran through the back end out.
Fuck just happened here? This maybe now will be the corner.
She's done it once before already.
As yeah, Brienne, you head out to check on the Swords Masters. They're
Like,
all
I just want to make sure they're cool. Nothing's going on. It's like Grunt.
yeah. As
wanna
you
make sure.
yeah you go backstage, you're all kind of like putting on their fighting gear, checking their shields, and all of them. They're wielding different blades of different sizes and shapes. Some more decorated, some differently shaped than others. As you kind of like ask them if they're fine, if they need anything, and they all seem to be quite fine. And as you maybe turn around to leave, you just kind of like bump into Silex, and it's like, oh, Lady Rianne. Always interesting to see you.
Lord Orpheus, lovely to see you as well. I pray for your success, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in the arena, of course.
Well, there's not gonna be any wine this time, so I think I'm safe from you.
Yes, I do want to apologize deeply for my my blunder there. I was no excuse.
That's what we call it. Sure, there was no other way to administer that wine, that medicine, other than just kissing me. Listen, if you just wanted it to do it, you could have just asked. Like, I'm just saying.
Again, I deeply apologize. She takes a moment to breathe. I deeply apologize, There was no excuse to handle your purse in such a way.
I
Frustration aside,
listen. It's. I mean, who's the frustrated one here? Like, if you're frustrated, I can help you out with that. It's fine.
how is your wife, Mr. Orpheus, Lord Orpheus? I did not see her as of yet. Is she
Oh,
here to cheer you on?
she's arriving later.
I see, I see. Well, I'm sure she'll be excited to see you out in the arena as well.
I'm sure you are. You know. You have only seen my skills with the sword once, but I guess you'll see them more today. And he blinks.
Yeah, it's my fault. it's
Sorry,
my
I know
fault.
I'm supposed to step in here, but I'm just fucking speechless. It's tired. Oh my
Ah.
god.
Well, my lord, like I said, I look forward to seeing yourself in the ring.
I know
I
you
will-
are. It's quite alright.
I can just kill him right now, guys. I can try.
Naira is trying so hard not to laugh right now.
We gotta try not to get flustered right now. She's just like, I don't even know what to say to this man.
I'll just grab Brienne's like shoulders and start to steer her away. Good luck, Lord Orpheus. We'll be watching.
I know you will.
I don't even.
Yep. We're just gonna go.
Like,
I don't.
yeah, he just hear him say, they always get flustered at my present, like, walks away.
Oh god.
I can.
Brienne,
We can
you okay?
I can make it look like an accident. I think. I can take it.
Hear him
It was
laughing.
look like an accident.
You hear him laughing out loud as he like chats with one of the other swords masters, and he says, kind of hear him saying like, "Fangirls, am I right?"
Yes, an accident. Couple flights of stairs. Maybe some wine involved. It'd be fine. It'd be fine.
You realize he's boasting right now, like you can hear him.
Yeah, I'm just gonna lead Brienne out of earshot as quickly as possible. Trying not to show that Naira thinks this is really funny right now.
She's just Rihanna's just like I could. Thinking of a plan. I can do it. She has the computer Excel to do it. She can do
I'm
it.
sure that you could figure out a wonderful way to do so. However, I would strongly recommend against doing so.
Yes.
There's plenty of things to focus on in the festival. Maybe we should
Yes, I can't do it
redirect
on.
our attention.
I can't do it on the ground. It would bring shame to Lady Freya. It can't be here.
Naira looks genuinely a little bit concerned at the fact that you seem to be genuinely considering this. Like, oh yeah, as long as it's not here.
She's being delirious, talking like she's in a fever dream right now.
Yeah, let's go get some fresh air, walk around a little bit, enjoy the festival. We've got some time before the tournament starts, and maybe we can,
The
blow off
tournament is
some
like
steam ahead of time.
the tournament is later in the evening, so it's like the last big event.
I don't understand. How did I get here?
Well, listen, we all make mistakes, and sometimes that mistake is doing what she did with specifically Lord Orpheus.
You're right. It's my fault.
That is not what I'm trying to say. It's just that he may have been the worst person to choose to do that.
I normally wouldn't have chosen. You know what?
I will
don't have
say
an excuse.
I will say this to you. It's very weird that he is so confident. He wasn't that confident before. Something changed.
No, he was a pathetic little. When he was drunk on the floor at his wedding, crying. Yeah.
No. I
Right.
mean even before that. He was definitely kind of like forward with Astrid and Freya, but he never paid attention to Urian. This is a weird thing.
True. That is true.
It's
He's
almost
probably
like you kissed him.
No. I think I got it.
Yeah,
I
but
got it. You know what
that's something that he can barely remember because he was like smashed out drunk. Is all I'm saying. Is it's kind of
It
weird
still
how
strikes.
things. Also, how kind of
Okay.
weird how things changed.
You know what? You're probably right. You know what I gotta do, guys? I gotta be dismissive and boring. I can do that. I can do that. It's just because it's funny. You know? It's just because it's funny. Yeah, we don't know that, sadly. Not yet, anyway.
As yeah, Freya. You see Cassia Orpheus and Flavius Draco making their way chatting as you go and greet them, presumably,
Yes.
as they'll bow, return the bow as Flavius speaks up and says, Lady Freya, wonderful to see you again.
I'm glad to see you again as well. I hope you had a great ride here.
Quite so. I do hope that the White Serpent detachment wasn't too disrupted. I do apologize if it has.
It was surprising at first, but I mean,
My
I
father, you
think they
must
have the
understand, is
financing.
a bit overzealous in light of recent events. That's the most I could do is convince him to send less people.
Thank you. I mean, after the whole incident, I mean, it's understandable. We don't want to get anyone in danger here, so.
Like nods as Cassia says, I hear there's gonna be a great Ginaz tournament. That's quite the event. I was shocked and impressed when you managed to put such a thing on. And the finances, the workload must have been quite something.
Yes, definitely. But I mean, we have a little bit of help on that side. I mean, I hear your husband is going to take place in her tournament.
Well, you know how men are with their toys, quite insistent. But such a thing doesn't happen that often, and it's short and nearby, so I said, why not? Sometimes you just can let
Yeah.
them indulge themselves.
Absolutely. I hope you're having fun as well. I mean, we have a lot of little stalls you can wander around.
Yeah, yes, I've had some of your delicious snacks on the way. Very interesting approach. Did you know that people back in ancient times they didn't use like dishes. They put everything on like a large piece of bread. Fascinating stuff.
Definitely, yes. Have you tried our cakes as well? We have a
No.
great bakery here.
Oh, I did hear about it. Oh, you must show it to
Yeah.
me. It's like she like interlocks her arm into yours, just completely abandoning Flavis. She says, "Please, you must show me. I must have a slight taste." I'm sure Lord Flavius won't mind escorting us. And she kind of like smiles politely towards him.
What does Flavius look?
He, like, he's gonna accommodate. He doesn't look necessarily ecstatic, but you know politics aren't his favorite thing.
Yeah.
This is what we call being on the job.
Yeah. He's gonna go with Cassia to the bakery.
Yeah, as you down the bakery. Gary, you just saw a white serpent chase Peter away. I'm not sure if you want to report this to anyone.
Gary is confused and wants a drink right now. I think they're doing. You know what? What the fuck? Fuck this shit. This is above his pay grade. I'm sure Peter will be fine.
Yeah, fine. But yeah, so as and then Gary, is there any plans? We're gonna wait here until the Helheim boy arrives. And
Yeah. You wait for the Hellhound boy and then you get it.
yeah.
No, not yet. A drink.
Doesn't take too long. Probably wait like another half an hour, 45 minutes, and eventually you do a spot. You know how they would look as he is kind of like with what you probably would know to be as his aunt and two bodyguards as they look at you. and they'll take a seat as the guards will take several steps back, giving you some space. As Sigrid will introduce herself and her nephew.
Gary will bow politely. Greetings, my lady and my lord. I'm Mr. Goldman. Pleasure meeting you.
And you see Alvar really excited, just kind of shake your hand, and says, "No, the pleasure is all mine, Mr. Goldman. I've heard so much about you. Thank you for accepting to mentor me."
Of course, it's always good to nurture talent.
He genuinely looks excited, as his aunt says, "Yes, my nephew here does have potential. I'm sure you will be able to help him achieve it, Mr. Goldman. If there's anything you need, you know how to reach out to me. Otherwise, I must have some of this delicious cake. Why don't I leave the two of you to start getting a bit acquainted?" She'll stand up and we'll walk with the guards inside the actual bakery to get some cake. Just leaving the two of you alone as Oliver just kind of looks at you a bit wide-eyed.
So, Lord Helheim, first of all, what do you prefer, Lord Alvar or Lord Helheim?
No, please call me Oliver. It's a pleasure to. I heard you made profit once selling rocks, just rocks that were laying about. Is that true? River rocks, but you told them they were highly crafted from a different planet. But because the people were kind of a desert world, they never saw those. Was that true?
No, but it was a bit of exaggerated, but you gotta know how to pitch. Gotta know how to pitch things to people. Always gotta have a kernel of truth. I may have exaggerated some details, but not to that degree.
That must. I've had a couple of talks with Peter, and he told me a lot about you. I look forward to study underneath you.
And I look forward to nurturing that potential. Be ways for it to go to not grow into a beautiful, beautiful tree.
Nods. There's so many ways you could have phrased that, but yes.
Yes.
Grow him into a beautiful tree. As nice if Tick showed up, but it just
Was he
back him.
just here?
Yeah,
Tick
he was
left.
here.
He was here for a second.
They left there.
Yeah.
He forget.
He for.
Tick
Take us
Oh, there he is.
back. Take us back.
Ah,
You
there
summoned
he is.
him.
He's
yes,
summoned.
he realized. Tick, are you with us? You are muted.
I think he's not with us.
Hmm.
Come back.
Hello.
Hey.
Hey.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. I had a technical difficulty.
Nah, it's fine. This is perfect, as this is the time the next entourage arrives.
The best one? Got it.
Well, not only Nyx, we can now call it the Nyx and Vodnik entourage. Am I right? Am I right? As you just land. This was a lovely little boat ride. Even the boat was changed to make it look more medieval in nature. As you step out onto the pier, your wife, what would those be, sister-in-laws? I guess that's how you catalog them, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sister-in-laws and your mother-in-law. Of course, your uncle has better things to do than this buffoonery, but it looks fun. It looks fun, interesting, and Alexei has been ranting the entire boat trip about different sword types and techniques and potential inspirations. And one book he read about some sort of legendary swordsman, Arthur something.
Okay.
I'm not sure
Yeah.
how much Fiala would indulge Alexi's passion for Legends of Mystical Knights, but there you are.
This is a hoot and a half. She's having a great
Every,
time.
every time he would die down, he would just be like, "Oh, did you hear about?" And they would just insert name, Lancelot. Oh yeah, Lancelot.
Please tell me more.
Then the lake, and oh my, it's like insane. It's just, uh, as you kind of like, as you step down and you walk into the main, this whole town has been redecorated. The tickets were quite expensive, but hey, this is why you're gonna marry a nobleman. Yalla, he paid for yours, so.
So nice of him. Our first official date after our marriage proposal.
Yeah.
I don't remember if Scott also scalped Lexi or
No, he
No,
he
I
called
think-
Damocles.
okay.
I was thinking about that, but I just asked my father-in-law.
Okay, yeah, that's true. So Alexi still has some money in the bank, I guess, not completely dry.
Goddamn.
As
Scamming this poor boy.
We're not scamming. We listen, he is taking my aid, and in exchange, he gives us money.
It's funny.
Consider it a dowry.
Sweet dowry.
As yeah, you walk into this area, and Althea will start kind of like, also kind of like her eyes beaming as you realize she's seen what looks like a sword stand.
Aw.
Oh,
As Alexi also, Fiala, you realize his eyes are also beaming as they're both looking at it, almost in unison.
I think Fiala just has a little bit of a smile on her face as she kind of glances at Scott. Oh, well, I see where we have found our first destination for the evening.
yeah. As Scott begins thinking in the back of his head of the finances.
Tell that to your wife. Would have let her down already.
I will stay quiet. And
I want both of you to roll me something for awareness. Can be discipline or understand, maybe. It's the difficulty 3 roll. And in fact, I will give the experience to them, not to the Kairos group. That's an FYI. I'm splitting your XP. You're not getting doubled.
damn.
You said it was a which role could it be, Grunt?
Discipline, understand.
Okay.
It's supposed to be awareness.
I was gonna say you can buy threat if you want.
Gotcha.
Will it affect our group or their group?
No, the momentum
yeah.
and threat pool are common this session, no? So you also have 3
Okay.
momentum.
Okay, I think I do a discipline
Actually,
die.
I should. Why? Wow, I forgot. I need to add your token to the.
Will this count as physical empathy, or is this just general looking around?
No, this is just awareness. Just kind of like glancing around, spot hidden details. Yeah, that's wonderful.
I think I'll put this under power. Yeah, I'll just do that. I hope this is the right person I'm rolling for. That's my main worry.
Well, if you have the Fiala token selected.
I think I did. I believe I did.
Yeah. So, you did also fail, so it's fine. Don't worry about it. There's a lot of people. Things are going. This is a festive event.
I will ask. I have.
You do have hyper awareness. I keep forgetting.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting. That's right. You don't get the XP. My bad. Deleting that. Boop.
I also have constantly watching if that helps. I can't see my dice roll.
I also have the Parabindu conditioning as
Yeah,
well.
but this is detecting danger.
Gotcha.
This is not a danger. At least I wouldn't consider this danger yet.
Okay.
Fiala, you spot like going through the crowd, and they're a bit obvious, but there's a lot of people, and it's not like there's a lot of them. You just see this one white serpent, clearly armed, just walking by. And you know the white serpents are the major house's elite unit. Not sure what he is doing here, but just get that feeling that something is not quite all right at this place.
I think while Althea and Alexei are distracted, Fiala would go up to Dot to whisper in his ear and let him know, and basically point out the white serpent guard subtly. It's just like, my lord, it looks like there's a few extra guests here as well.
Maybe more security after the incident at the wedding?
Yes, but I assume that either means an important lord of House Draco is here at the very least, but he looks like he's expecting trouble, more so than usual.
Well, with everything going on, that doesn't really surprise me. You and me will let them have fun. You and me will keep our eyes open, and hopefully we can find that individual we're looking for.
This will be a fun and exciting time. I look forward.
Yeah. Let's just try to not draw too much notice as he looks at Alexei, if that's possible.
Alexei just kind of like is turning around and says, "Look!" And he already bought one of the swords. As
Wonderful, my lord.
It's kind of like this long rapier as does like a flourish, like impressed with Fiala.
She is impressed. She will be delighted.
Althea is a bit more restrained than that. She's not as impulsive. Does still kind of just inspect all of them, but doesn't actually buy anything. As all of you see Anicia and going off to the side as she gets greeted by Damocles himself, as they will actually share a kiss.
Aww.
It's a very quick one. The displays of public affection are not that common, but they think they're getting away with it. They aren't. At least not from the two of you.
The man has Riz bagged the assassin shadow lady right there.
I am so happy for them.
As they're both gonna come back to where you're at, and Damocles greets both of you and says, "Welcome, the Lumen Source Festival. Hope you will have a good time. I was thinking maybe I can introduce you to my daughter, the ruler of High Skyros and the organizer of this event."
Would like that. If she's not too busy, I don't want to take away from her. I'm sure she has many guests, and I don't want to take away her time.
They're currently, I was told, at our most famous bakery. I'm sure you'll enjoy some of the cake there, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, that will be nice.
A bakery seems like a wonderful idea.
Lexi kind of just leans into you and Fiona says, "I heard they have this plum cake. It's new. It's I just heard so many great things about it. Peter talked to me about it once, and I was like, I have to taste it."
We will definitely try. I assume get a cake for every slice.
As Damocles nods at all of you and says, "Well then, if you would follow me. Hope everything was fine on your way here."
Yeah, it was relaxing. This place is surprisingly relaxing compared to what we're used to.
It is, Scott, a very, very scenic town. And you can definitely tell that the beauty of this place is mostly natural. There's not very what's the word? When I have to, my English is failing. It's not
What's the
very
vibe of the word.
Like, you know, when you look at the park and you can clearly tell everything's like trimmed and like properly placed.
Landscaping?
Yeah, like this place wasn't landscaped. This place just is like has a natural beauty. There's a sort of asymmetry that
It's majestic.
you can't really mimic. It's very natural. Everything just flows. And that's a good question for Naira. How would you have employed those special little algae you've been cooking?
We were talking about doing like a big reveal, right? Like,
Yeah,
would there be some kind of like
you can
ceremony or something that it could be used during?
well, if you want the maximum impact, where everyone will be at.
Everyone will be at the lake, yeah.
Everyone will be at the lake, and everyone will be at the lake in the evening, which is good for you.
Mm-hmm.
When they were watching the swords fight, the
Yeah, I
Ginaz
figured
tournament.
that's what it would be.
So you could have put a little kind of like water spectacle, like kind of like direct some of the water around the arena, and with the algae in to just color it differently, and sync that up with the actual like fighting to indicate if things are dire, if things are tense, if things are relaxing.
I made mood algae.
Well, it's a light show. They don't have automated shit. You have to do it yourself.
Yeah.
This is just an idea. You can do something else if you want.
No, that works because like it also kind of fits with her studying the viruses or the parasites that like it responded to their environment. She could have taken inspiration from that. Obviously not creating the same thing, but like in the whole respond
You
to
drank the
certain
water.
stimuli.
I guess there's a Steve in all of you. So yeah, Gary, as you're sitting at the coffee shop, just thinking, surely Peter has this handled. That's when you see. That's when you see the. Well, you're kind of like maybe still chatting with Alvar, just
Yeah, small
asking
talk.
like basic questions, just like some small talk. As you see Freya making her way with another woman, kind of like interlocked their arms, and what you would recognize as House Draco noble besides them. And Freya, you do recognize Gary sitting at one of the tables outside in front of the bakery with a young man who does resemble the description you've been given for the young Helheim Lord.
Freya's gonna look at Kasia and just point at Gary. And this is our mastermind behind our finances.
As Cassia just politely smiles to you again and says, pleasure to make your acquaintance. As she like extends her hand.
Pleasure's all mine, Lady.
Cassia Orpheus.
Lady Cassia Orpheus. You should try the plum cake. It's quite delectable.
For that suggestion. Sounds lovely. As she's gonna like sit down and kind of like drag you down, Freya as well. Looks up at Flavius with like the eyes, and she just says, my lord, if you would be so kind and get us a slice of plum cake for each. And he'll just like nod and says, of course. Like walks inside, get you some cake.
So I think Freya met Alva with Sigrid
Yes.
as a PO, right?
You yes.
Oh, okay.
You've already met him.
Yeah.
He like Gary, like the moment the nobles have shown up, Alvar has like recomposed himself, adopted a much more like presentable,
Regal.
like stoic figure. Like the he's trying to like temper his enthusiasm.
I hope you. But how high?
You would have to repeat that. Oh no, Tamara.
I'm back.
Come back to us, please.
No,
We need
Mm.
you.
we're doomed.
The poisons. It's a
Okay, well,
fucking.
once hopefully Tamara gets the technical difficulties. What Rian and Naira, you're heading away from the arena. A bit agitated, I would say, if I can
Yeah.
be so bold.
That's a word. Yeah. As
That's a word.
That's a word. I'm glad to know.
um, I think Rianne, with Naira being there, of course, helping her calm herself down from her state of mind for a little bit. She's like, "You're right. I am. Thank you for being here, Lady Naira.
Of course.
Do appreciate your calming presence."
Grunt, is there some kind of like game set up here, like a Ren Fair, where Rian could just like throw a knife and get her anger out?
There's probably some sort of games like that, yeah.
Yeah, let's do something really smart. Get a glass of wine and go do knife throwing.
Yes. Something simple, easy. That'd be nice.
There's always your good fallback for cakes if you need that.
That's also true. How about a drinks, cake, then knife throwing?
Okay, that sounds good.
Funny thing, Rian, the bakery does have a secret stash of wine that's need for some of the cakes. So
Of course, she's gonna go there. It's wine.
Everybody
I got
does
a,
it.
wonderful.
I got a secret in. I got a secret in, guys.
Yeah, as yeah, Freya, you're at the table with Cassia, Alvar, and Gary, while Flavius went inside to grab some cake.
Freya would look to Alva and ask him, I hope you like our cake here.
I didn't get a chance to taste some, but heard good things about it. I will be honored to eat some.
I mean, I believe there's going to be a chance someday. Couple following days.
Cassia just kind of like leans up and says, "Well, believe very proper etiquette, my lady, to just recommend him something. Sure, you know this place better than some of us, and dear Lord Flavius seems to be taking his time. Why don't you go with young Lord Alvar inside and maybe recommend something from the menu yourself? Surely you must know this place best."
I mean, if you want to, Lord Alva,
I would be honored, my
I
lady.
can. Then I'll show you some great cakes I like. I hope you like them as well.
Yeah, he'll stand up and will follow you inside as you see inside. The reason Flavius is taking so long is that he has stopped and is currently talking with Sigrid, who's also inside. This will in fact just be the gathering of the most powerful nobles on the planet. This bakery.
Can do so much damage right now. That's all my brain can think.
Nah, bombs are like not fitting the theme. That won't be.
No, but that's what my brain is doing.
As Gary, you're left alone with Cassia. And she kind of like leans back, takes like a deep breath, and says, "Such a wonderful day. Sunny, clear, perfect almost."
Enjoying the festivities, I guess.
Of course, I think, well, sometimes you can get yourself lost in work. It's nice to just sometimes just be able to kick back and relax.
Yes, it's important to take a breather sometimes. The brain does need to time to regenerate.
I couldn't help but be a bit surprised that to find such a prominent, noble family at the cafeteria table. I can't help but be a bit curious, you know.
Yeah, you know the reputation of this. Fuck it. Fuck that sentence. I know the reputation of this place is.
Now,
Even yourself
Mr.
heard about it.
Goldman, you don't have to. You don't have to be so humble. It's not the place that brings people. It's the people that bring people.
Now, do you heard that phrase somewhere else said?
So tell me, how come the Helheims are here? Surely a surprising visit. I heard the rumors, but I couldn't believe it when I actually saw them.
I don't want to spill the beans to this bitch right here. Fucking Viper.
Max, like, I'm shutting down. I'm not talking to her. I'm not saying
No,
another word.
no,
I
need to
stand up and leave.
I need to politely. It's not too bad if I tell her about it. I don't want to tell her the entire song, so just in case. I don't trust Cassia.
You have an official story. Just
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just taking care of the Alva of the Helheim boy, Lord Alva.
Oh. That's a interesting arrangement. I never knew you were a noble yourself.
Oh no. I'm not of peer. I don't have any peerage myself. I merely act as
Ooh, quite scandalous, Mr. Goldman. Commoner taking care of a noble?
just a teacher.
Must be one very good teacher.
Well, I'm rather confident in my skills, and I hope to pass them on to Lord Helheim.
Now, what do you teach exactly, Mr. Goldman? If you don't mind me asking.
Not just the ropes of finances and administration. Nothing
I see.
spicy or interesting.
You are the Kairos Lord Treasurer, then.
Corporate representative, actually.
Oh, the Malenkov.
Yes, we have. You to oversee operations.
That's wow, wonderful. How long have you been here?
Not too long, about a few. A month perhaps?
It's been, I think it's more than a month.
More than a month actually.
Like
two.
Yeah, like
3.
2 or 3 months at most.
Yeah,
I
3.
don't.
Yeah.
It's
A few months, a recent arrival.
yeah, kind of like late August, and now it's the end of October. So yeah. Then I don't hope you don't consider this too forward of me, but I was maybe hoping you would accept maybe an invitation to the lovely city of Yoret. Maybe we can discuss a few things. I'm sure that we can offer plenty of opportunities for someone in your position and your
God damn,
superiors.
Cassie. Obviously, I'm honored by your kind gesture here, but I'm here to oversee operations in Lumen. She's a hustler, but she's an evil hustler. You see, I can smell it. Is that a good one?
Says
does it matter to you?
she says,
Yes, it does actually.
oh,
I need to check.
are
I need to
you
get
are
the-
you specifically assigned to this city?
As of right now, yes.
And who would I need to convince? Just approve a visit or two. I assure you, there are opportunities.
Oh no, a visit won't hurt anybody.
Wonderful. And she like kind of like grabs your hands and says, "Next week, then."
Even though I want. God damn it! God damn it!
As
He's working fast. Yeah, what I. God damn it! I couldn't even fucking say the line.
As inside Freya, you kind of like go with Alvar as you kind of like get him to like the menu. Kind of like there's a selection you can like see in the glass mirror, all the different cake types. There's like literally a wall of them. He's like, well, I am in your hands, my lady. What would you offer?
Yeah, I do love a simplistic chocolate cake. I mean, it's the best I ever tasted.
Yeah, and he'll nod as they will go and grab some cake for you. As Rianne and Naira, as you're approaching the bakery, you do see kind of like on the outside at the table, you see Gary talking to none other than Cassia Orpheus.
Grunt was sort of saying, but before I start laughing, I wanted to say I wanted to do an inside
Yes.
check. Why the fuck is a noble woman, a minor of a minor house inviting a random accountant?
You have connections.
Feel
Yeah.
free to.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Also, I want to do a tactical upgrade, please. I want to buy the observe focus of discipline.
Sure.
Tactical upgrade.
Yeah.
Tactical.
That does remind me though. I did buy an extra talent, but it's not on Foundry. I do have it on Conquer.
Yeah, yeah. Doesn't. I don't. I'll trust you to keep tabs on them
Okay.
and Foundry and remind me when they apply.
Yeah.
Because I don't have your sheets memorized.
Yeah,
by head.
I'll use that observe now and truth, discipline
Yeah.
truth. I'll buy one threat
Okay.
if the council allows.
We have
Yeah.
a bunch of momentum, don't we?
Oh,
Yeah.
do we have money?
Yeah,
we
we
have
have,
momentum.
we have
That's
three,
why-
I think.
That's why reflection.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah,
why
so
reflection.
So you can
spend
buy
one momentum.
two.
Oh, you want also the threat and the momentum?
Yeah.
Okay.
4 dice. Does the council approve?
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
We'll have the bomb go off here.
Yeah, it's nothing. We don't have that much threat. It's fine to give
It's
run.
good. You're cool. Good.
I know, used my determination.
Does it? What the fuck?
Holy
Whoa.
shit.
Jesus Christ.
What's the statement you used?
Oh, sorry. Truth is relative, basically. Oh, sorry. We can remove the determination then.
I was gonna say because I don't know how that
okay. So
applies to this.
we'll just cut the determination then. I'll just reroll 1 dice. Roll the single dice. Sorry, Grunt.
Yeah. I mean, you still like fucking like that's I'm just saying I don't. I mean, you can use that if you don't.
Yes, it's still 1 success, so it's
That's
6.
6 successes.
Yeah. Well, it's pretty obvious to you that there's obviously why she wants you there. She wants Malenkov investment funds.
I see. Okay, I see. Just want to see if there's anything more beyond that.
Yeah. She's like, if Lumen can get it, so can I.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
That means that there has probably been no sort of investment scheme offered to her and the city of Europe.
I see. I see.
It's spicy.
Maybe I can
That's
scam her.
interesting.
Huh.
Huh? As,
I have to admit, this is quite a beautiful area. See if Europe is as pretty as Lumen. Didn't get a good look at it.
well, and I think there's no better time than next week. You can see it for your own. And at this point, yeah, Rihanna and Naira, you approach the bakery and you see Gary talking to Cassia there.
What an interesting set of two people I've never thought I would see talking to each other.
Somehow it doesn't surprise me.
I'm
Should
not too
you
sure.
greet her, or do you want to keep your distance?
I think it would be rude not to greet Lady Orpheus at the very least. Just say hello.
As Gary, you see the two of them approach the table. Cassia like looks back at them and says, "Oh, I think we're gonna need a bigger table."
Forgive me. I just want to, of course, do my proper greetings, Lady Orpheus. I won't be taking too much of your time.
Oh no, please, please, you must stay. We were just talking, and you see like out walks. So let's see here. Out walks Freya with Alvar, Flavius, Sigrid. As you recognize these people, Rihanna, by the sigil, like the Helorgy they're wearing. These are the Helheims, and well, of course, you know Flavius. And Freya has. How is Freya looking? How is the small talk going with Alvar?
He is looking pleased and happy.
As they rejoin the seat, there's like they're all like chairs around this table that's designed for like 4 people. It's getting crowded.
I can grab it. We can grab another table, Grunt. I own this building.
Yeah, before you even say it, there's like one of the servants here is like, ah, yes, 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 like starts fucking dragging a second table, just
I see who won
Like-
the battle.
like loud screeching noise on the wooden floorboards. Like,
It's
More
she's
cheap.
dying
It's your husband.
every day of her life, separate.
and
Naira looks over at Rian, like, just in her eyes, you can see there are so many important people here right now.
Yeah.
as you then hear like another third itch as he's like dragging a third table, and she's like,
I'm gonna go help him. So he started
I'm
dragging him. We
no,
can lift it
no.
up a little bit.
he like coughs, oh no, no, please go away, and he like
Okay.
he's like
Okay.
coughing through his like heavy kind of like bushy beard. Like this is it's kind of like an older gentleman. Looks ragged, has like ruffled hair, kind of like messy clothes. He looks like one of those people who like. He's dressed appropriately for the festival. You're not sure if it's a costume or that's just how he looks. Very weird.
The guy who works here normally.
And as he like then shovels a bit of a hunch he has as he like shovels around, and people kind of like sit down as Rihanna and Naira, you're like the only ones still standing up. As he gets to Rihanna and says, there's anything you can get some of the other people. I think I've twisted my leg a bit, and he like hobbles away.
I'm observing this man. Is he actually hurt?
You can give me an understand roll if you want.
What drive would this be? Duty? I'm a doctor.
Um,
Don't you have a focus for that or something? It's a free. Goddamn. Holy
I
shit.
have emergency medicine as a focus.
Ah, fuck. Nothing else? God damn it.
Poison.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, he looks hurt. He is hobbling. There's like every now and then, like when he like steps maybe a bit too much on the leg, it's kind of like a little grunt of pain.
Yeah, I will turn to the group and politely excuse myself and follow this man.
Yeah, he'll kind of like head inside as you like try and follow him. He'll look back at you and don't worry on my behalf, my lady. I'm quite fine. It's just I need just some alcohol and I'll walk it off.
You sure you don't need any help? I don't mind. It is my job.
If you're offering, why not? Why not? No. He like kind of like stumbles a bit. You follow him into like the servants kind of like area, staff place, and he like sits down. And yeah, no, you can as you like inspect the leg, it is looking like a bad twist.
Okay, well, at least it's nothing too serious. It should heal in time as long as you don't stress it too much.
Oh, of course, of course.
I'm okay. I have to look at this man's face and study him. What the fuck is wrong with him? Please.
Feel free to give me an understand roll, I guess. Another one.
Yeah, I'm gonna do truth this time, which isn't as good, but what? You're so weird. Can I spend a momentum?
Yes, council allows everything.
Yes.
The council allows.
I have to know what the fuck is happening. Three.
You don't know the staff. He looks like an old man. He looks like he has a very bad lung problem. But then again, he is in like his late 60s, you would think.
Okay. God damn it. Yeah, I'll
Reeks,
just
I was gonna say reeks, doesn't reek, but has like as you inspect him a bit closer, you can feel like the alcohol in his breath.
Mm-hmm.
He also
Okay.
might be a bit drunk, just a tiny bit.
All right. Well, I would suggest taking a bit of a break from work, especially if you're going to be drinking to help with the pain. But you should be fine.
And you give him something for the pain, and he'll gladly accept it as he'll hobble away.
Painkillers and alcohol, they go so well together.
Can confirm, yes.
He'll never wake up.
Meanwhile, outside, Rianne, what are you doing?
I think Rian was originally going to follow, but seeing Naira and trusting her skills would, of course, take a seat a little bit. He still plans to leave afterwards to
Now,
get
this is
that
a
knife
good
throwing
question
contest.
because Rianne is a rather obsessive individual. How obsessed would you be with like staff and stuff?
I think Rian does very much, well, with the idea of being a mentat, she would probably have her staff's faces memorized, especially
Yeah.
since there's been that whole
So you
leakage
do
going
have
on.
one I don't even know what to call him, like guy that carries stuff around. That's the
Waiter.
official position. No, because he doesn't actually serve tables. He just kind of like helps
A
them
bus-
with like loading,
bus boy.
unloading, kind of
Yeah,
like supply and like helping them carry their supplies around.
Mm.
He's not here
Like a
like all
Walmart
the
greeter.
time.
The busboy.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
bus-
Walmart
like-
reader.
Yeah, you do have someone like that, and he's like an old man, and you know him. Although you know two things about him, he never drank, and you've never seen him like hunched over. He always walks like normal.
Ooh, okay. Because I'm not sure if I was close enough to realize that he was drunk necessarily.
No,
so...
you didn't realize he was drunk. He just said, "I'm gonna go and drink it off, some alcohol. I'm gonna walk it off." Like that's out of character.
I do apologize for leaving so soon, but I think it's best I must check on my staff.
Well,
we
you say that, Rhiannon, as you get up, God himself has decided. You see another convoy of nobles. Because you were like, well, it's like, there's a third table. Why is the third table? And you see the Nix household coming along with another seal you recognize and one you don't. You recognize the Votnik seal. You don't recognize the third one, but you do recognize Damocles, Anicia, and the rest of them. Also approaching this bakery.
God damn it. Well, she was going to go up to follow her staff before stopping and realized she will probably greet Damocles and House Nix, if nothing else, because, well, she knows them.
Well, time for the schizo roleplay. As up, you are walking with the rest of the group. As you do spot several people kind of like outside enjoying some cake and some drinks on the terrace. You do recognize Cassia immediately. You've met her before. As you spot a couple of other people, you recognize the seal of House Kairos. You of course recognize the seal of House Draco. You don't recognize the third one. So you can give me like an understand roll to see if you would know about the Helheims. That would be up to you. Or if you even care about that. That's one momentum. Yes, you'd recognize the seal. This is This is a major house from a rather distant planet. Not sure why they've come here, but then again, a Ginaz sword tournament is not something to kind of like dismiss. There are a lot of people from off-world that are coming to visit.
Yeah, or more likely they have interest in the planet. Anyway, neat. Hopefully, none of these people know that I'm here because I really don't want to interact with them.
Well, as you approach the coffee, the bakery, there's this woman that greets Damocles as he's kind of like walking first with Anicia. Damocles kind of like nods to Rihanna and says, I see there's a lot of people gathered here already.
Yes, my lord. It looks like everyone had a bit of a sweet tooth going on. Good to see you as well, Lady Nyx. It's always a pleasure.
She like nods.
If you are all right with it, there's a bit of space here. A bit of chatting, I think it's always good.
That's a good question. Are you gonna try and like set them at a different table, like redirect them?
I would honestly ask, because I know, at least from one of my insights from Lady Nyx, that she's not one for socializing. So I'm kind of giving I'm giving them the option to choose what they wish to do in this regard, because I'm trying to be polite without it making.
Yeah, Damocles is like trying to like see if there's like another place, maybe like some way to turn this ship around. As you just hear like the people at the table, you see Cassia glance in their direction. Her eyes go a bit wide. She stands up, starts waving at you, Scott, and says, "Lord Elias, please, you must join us at the table. Look, there's plenty of room for all of us."
The look of pity she gives Damocles.
The look of pity Scott gives Damocles.
We try to starve it.
Oh. Damn it.
I'm sorry, I did not. Lord Alos? I actually, yeah. I didn't recognize their symbol. So
Probably,
I
I don't recognize the symbol, but.
Well, Cassia did just say it.
I think
Yeah.
you did. I think Freya did some research on them a while ago. They're the quote unquote criminals, but that have no criminal background.
Forgive me, I did not. Lord Alos, it is wonderful to see you here.
The pleasure is mine. I see you all have done very well for yourselves. Congratulations.
Thank you. A bit of hard work goes a long way, of course. It seems, well, you've been summoned by Lady Orpheus, and it would be rude to turn her down now.
Yes, she is very persistent. I'm sorry we didn't get the chance to talk longer. It seems I am being summoned. So, go greet your guests. I hope you have a wonderful day.
Yeah. He does a bit of a bow as well.
Yeah, I don't get the memo. You're all invited to the table.
I know.
Yep.
And it's weird. I mean, Scott, listen, you kind of like approach. You realize there's exactly the amount of chairs needed.
Huh. Peculiar.
Peculiar indeed.
Mm-hmm.
As you take a seat.
It's been too long. It's good to see you again.
Yes, quite so. I did hear. Yes, I believe I don't know the lovely lady next to you. As she like greets Althea.
This is Althea, my wife. We recently were married.
So sad I missed the wedding. Must have been a lovely event. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And people can like milling about. The Nixes will sit down, just dead silence. They're just kind of like, if anyone like says anything, they'll like kind of like nod.
I feel so much safer with them there.
They will
so
not,
safe.
They will nod in perfect synchronicity.
As Rianne, the last one to approach you, is Alexei himself. Says, I've been told by a friend that you have some great plum cakes.
We have many different flavors, my lord, and plum cake is definitely on the menu, of course. We're happy for you to take a slice, and any type of criticism would be appreciated. always a chance to grow and improve, right?
I cannot but agree with the sentiment. If you would, Yala, if you would just have a seat, and I will get you some plum cake.
Of course. I look forward to it. Don't take too long, though. As she gives her a kiss on the side of his face,
Yeah.
on his cheek.
He's gonna smile, and then he's gonna walk with you, Rian, inside, as he will insist on personally getting his future wife some cake.
And Rian's gonna crossly ask some questions about this mysterious lady he brought to here as well.
He like doesn't say anything, but he like looks like he's holding it in, and as soon as he's inside and the door closes, like, I've asked her to marry me. She said yes.
Oh, that is wonderful, my lord. It
I'm
seems
telling
have-
you, Lady Rian, love is a wonderful thing.
It is quite a wonderful thing. Very powerful indeed. I assume you, how long have you known this lovely woman, your fiance?
Like, starts counting. Not that long. Not that long, but I think it was love at first sight.
Ah, yes. What we're saying, a few short years, months?
Weeks. Days.
Pardon?
This is why, let me. You haven't read the. There was that one story I've read once. You know the concept of love's first kiss. It's a very poetic, very fantastic idea. It's the amount of magical power that such a thing would hold in the story, of course, not in reality. And the story is, well, it's the greatest force in the universe. And it's a very good metaphor for what happened to us. I was a nervous wreck, and I got lost. I visited the Nixes for the wedding of my good friend Lord Scott.
Mm-hmm.
Fortunately, I was a bit arrogant, and in my folly, I attempted to brave the city of Akrai and its very twisted streets. And unfortunately, I did get lost. The rumors, they are quite true. They are the dreadful thing. When I was walking, completely lost, about to give up on hope, I met the prophet.
Prophet, you say? Well,
Blind
interesting.
man. At least he said he was blind. He had a blindfold. I assume he was blind. He was walking around without
Please.
seeing. And he guided me. He taught me the secrets. Life. And I've managed to find my way to the Nixus Manor with a blindfold on by embracing the truth of the universe. And I understood what he meant then by taking a leap of faith. And I did it. I proposed to her. He even got me the ring.
Ah, this blind prophet was able to pick out a ring for you. How wonderful.
Right so? Although Lord Elias did insist I was also robbed, but I feel like in exchange for the wisdom I was granted, that was but a meager price to pay.
Knowledge is definitely a appetizing delight.
I'm telling you, the lessons, the messages, the ideas that man espoused were mind-blowing. No book could have compared to. He was like the great wizard of old, Merlin. A guide to my poor, poor King Arthur.
Well, Lord Alexei, I understand that love is both a wonderful but also dangerous thing. It both make you blind as well as powerful, right?
They did say that. They call some of my advisors have issues with me marrying a Bene Gesserit, but
He's a Bene Gesserit, you say.
I call those men cowards.
He's just dropping that.
Don't kill Alexei.
I'm going to be quite I'm going to be honest with you, Lord Alexei. A bride of a Bene Gesserit is quite a, I don't want to be rude, quite a feat in itself. It is not a,
Glad you understand me. I knew we would we can we're on the same wavelength, you and me.
yes, knowledge and love. It is quite a,
I'll live scheming and backstabbing and politics to lesser men. I shall take the high road and follow my heart.
of course. Does she treat you well, this Bene
I've-
Gesserit bride?
And there's like a dumb smile on his face. He says, I cannot say that I've ever felt the things I felt with her.
Oh, great. Well, then, what's her favorite color then?
I assume Fiala would have said this.
Yes, you probably would.
Yeah, he immediately just it doesn't like it's not even takes a second.
Well, I assume you were learning more of each other. That is good. I do say, be careful with your heart, young Alexei. It is a precious thing to give away.
It is, but love conquers all, and our relationship isn't based on love, then the universe has pulled the biggest prank on me.
Oh. No.
I see. Well, I do hope this union of yours is a happy one at the very least. There will probably be hardships, unexpectedly so, especially, well, you are a lord no matter what status you exist in, and that comes with its own trial.
That's all for cowards. I will face all the dangers. I will brave the mountains of difficulty that life will throw us. There's nothing that I wouldn't do for my lovely future wife. I would lay down my life right now.
My lord Alexei, are you aware of the responsibilities a Bene Gesserit may have? Are you prepared for that as well?
Well, I am told that she acts as advisor to House Elias. I see no issue with that. In fact, I admire her dedication to her craft.
I think this should be a conversation between you two lovebirds to just talk of the future and what it will mean and the responsibilities that come with it. And you know what? I will do you a bit of a favor. I will actually suggest we get something in celebration. One of my favorites, a rare cake indeed. It is the chocolate lava cake, filled for the brim with sweets and good for happy news.
One of the things that and wine cake. I never got Peter's. Why was he always laughing about that?
He's a jokester. That one. He's a funny man.
He seems to laugh at his own jokes mostly, though. I never quite understood that. I try and humor him, but he's a weird individual.
Peter has his own machinations, and usually the surprise is always found a little bit later. He has his moments, but he's an enjoyable company.
I've never been led astray by him, so he seems an honorable man in my eyes.
Yes. Well, we shouldn't keep our table waiting. I actually need to check on a dear friend of mine, so I will be coming back a little bit later as I make sure everything is going well.
Meanwhile, outside, this is an interesting table you're all sitting at. Anyone want to say anything?
Total silence.
There will just be Damocles and Cassia talking. All of you are like, I'm not getting involved in this shit.
Freya would have
Oh, good.
Freya would have talked to Damocles and Anicia when they came, like trying to talk just with the two of them.
Yeah, I mean, you can just talk to the two of them, but you're at the table with everyone else, so whatever you say to them is gonna be overheard. Unless you want to like stand up and just walk away.
No.
That's an option.
Gotta keep this. No.
Actually, would I know who Damocles' daughter is?
Yes, I believe he's mentioned them, so I assume it must have come up in conversation, and well, he had 2 ones dead, so there's only so many possibilities.
Yeah. I'm gonna greet the host of the festival. Freya, is it?
Yes, exactly.
I just wanted to say that your city is lovely, and thank you for hosting such an event. It is a privilege to experience such a thing.
I'm glad to hear that. I mean, we had a lot of preparations made, but our city is definitely has a great scenery. I hope you enjoyed the festival.
I think I will. I think my accompaniment will, at the very least, and if they're happy, I'm happy.
Yeah, I think congratulations are in order. I heard you married into the house next.
Yes. I'm sorry you all weren't able to attend. It was a very small affair. Uh, I also wanted to offer my condolences. I'm sorry for what happened.
Thank you. Uh, it was a tragic accident.
If there's anything I can do to help, please don't feel worried about reaching out. We're family after all.
Yes, we're family. I guess, yes. Thank you. It's still a lot to deal with.
I can understand the loss of family is difficult.
It definitely is. But I hope you and your new wife are doing great.
Yeah, I'm gonna look back. Does she look like she's having a good time?
Althea?
Yeah.
She was. At this table is not maybe her. She was hoping for a more you and like the family meetup. The fact that not only there's Cassia, but there's also the Helheims makes her a bit uneasy.
I do not blame her. Yeah, this is not necessarily what we were expecting, but we are happy to be here, and we are having a good time. Thank you
That's
again.
great. I'm glad you came to visit. And I hope you have a great day.
You as well.
Yeah,
Hmm.
you were talking to Lord Flavius?
Yeah, just if he will dine his time with Fiala at the very least, he will.
Yeah, he's
talk
at the
with him.
table, so you can interact with any of these people.
Yeah. Lord of Draco, it's wonderful to meet you. I've never thought I would see you here.
Yeah, he nods and says, well, it is a rather festive occasion. Yeah, why don't you give me one of those discipline rolls?
Ooh, what am I just what I'm trying to
I'll tell you if you succeed.
Okay, because I didn't know if what would be my second task. I would see. Would it be something like truth or challenge grant in some way?
Truth can definitely be that. Challenge can also function, whichever you prefer.
Well, I think this is her trying to get a feel of him, so I think I would call it the measure of a man. The ultimate measure of a man is what he goes through essentially.
Yeah, you can also put. I'll also say you can
Power.
put infiltration on this one.
Okay, thank you, and then make sure I choose the right one here. And
Yeah, so as you kind of like you're somewhere at kind of like the middle of the table, and he's at like the other end where the Helheims are also sitting, so you're kind of like you can talk to each other, but you're not necessarily close. So you kind of like have to lean in a bit on the table, and as your hand touches, you feel something just underneath the table. As your hand just slightly goes across the very polished surface, otherwise, you can realize there's like protrusions. And as you're talking and your hand just kind of like feels around, you realize it's something written in Braille.
Ooh, is this in? I want to ask: is this the Bene Gesserit Braille or just regular old Braille?
No, this is the Bene Gesserit. And
Ooh.
this was a
What-
codified message for you.
What does it say?
It says keep a low profile and make sure Elios doesn't get into trouble.
Understood.
Avoid the white serpents.
Well, what seconds? I'm writing this down on. Okay. Well, it's not often. How are you? Are you looking forward to the tournament? It's not often a Guinness tournament is on display for others to see.
Like, no, this is quite so. It should be a series of matches that will surely impress us all.
Very well then. I would hope to have a chance to see the sturdy stuff are the greatest warriors that we have, or at least what rumors say. It'll be my first time seeing them.
Oh, I can only hope that we will be impressed. As he like doesn't he doesn't look like he likes it here, as like leans in a bit to Cassia and just says, my lady, I was hoping I could get some private moments. There's something business related I wish to approach with you. Festivities relating to the theater plays should start soon, and I do want to see those. So if you don't mind, if you'll all excuse us. Cassia says, but of course. Unless, kind of like glances around, I assume we won't all just disappear by the time I come back. And she smiles, she gets up and follows him.
Everyone scatters immediately.
Boom,
Get out of here.
disappear.
I think what was it? Because only Fiala only knows Damocles and Nixon Scott, of course.
Yeah.
She will turn to Lady Freya, unless Scott and her are still having the conversation, of course. Lady Freya, it is. I'm meeting so many new people today. It's wonderful to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.
You realize this woman, I would say Fiala, like, Alexei would have offered to, like, dress you up in Vodnik heraldry, but it's up to you if you accept it or not.
I think this is hilarious, Grunt. Yeah, she would have dressed up in this. I was
Yeah.
even going to say she would have done that.
Yeah, you do notice Freya immediately, like, some of the Vodnik heraldry on her. No, for a fact, Alexei doesn't have any relatives right now.
Yes. So how's Vodnik? It's interesting. So
Yes, Alexei is my fiance.
your fiance. Congratulations.
Thank you. It's quite an
I-
unexpected
that's-
proposal, but a happy one.
Yes. When did that happen?
I will tell you that it was a wonderful, spontaneous, and love at first sight.
Love at first sight, you say? Great. So you don't know each other for long?
I know each other pretty well, I believe. I know his heart, and he knows mine.
That's what counts. I mean, I'm glad he's found the love of his life. Just and any wedding plans?
We've discussed
No.
some things, but I think we will talk further about it as well. there's been a lot to do. So hopefully, with a moment of quiet, we can sit down and have a conversation about that.
Yes, I wish you both the best. Uh,
But
you
Lady,
look pretty happy.
I am. Thank you. But Lady Freya, what about you? I only heard scattered rumors and things like that. So, what are your likes, dislikes, any future plans?
Anything special regarding
Oh, just you in general.
me in
It's always
general?
nice to meet friends.
I mean, before I came the owner of House Tyros, I usually went around with my books, reading and sometimes visiting our extra classes we provide.
And any
I love I
particular
love learning
subjects?
something. Yes, I love learning about other planets. I would love to go some of those.
Ah,
And
explore at heart.
yes, but now that I'm the ruler, I don't have the time for it. Maybe in the future.
Well, you never know what the future holds for you, so maybe you'll get your chance to see more of the world, the universe, in time.
Yes, I definitely hope so. But I mean, now we have the great festival and looking great. I mean,
Yes, a
think
Guinness Swords tournament and a theater play all at once. Quite a feat to behold.
yes, it was. It's something that cannot be seen every day, so it's something special.
You do aim big, my lady. Quite ambition inside you.
Yes, I mean we had some help, and uh, after my sister passed, I mean it would be something she wanted to have.
Mm. My condolences for your loss, my lady.
Thank you. But that's not subject for today, so yes. Uh, I hope you enjoy it here.
I'm already having, as soon as I stepped off, I'm already having the best time. So this has been a wonderful experience so far.
That sounds amazing. I mean, I hope you have tried some of the cake. I mean, one of my advisors owns this bakery.
Ah, one of your advisors does? Is it, well, I'm not going to be surprised. Advising and having time to own a bakery. They must be quite a character.
I would say this Fiala, this place looks expensive as fuck. But the prices look like very small and very affordable.
Hmm. You're not the only one I've seen who seemed to have fallen for a love of cakes. Seems it's spreading quite rapidly.
Yes, I mean, if that's going to grow even more, we can open another bakery. But I'm glad that people like it.
I think Fiala would nod and smile at that, basically.
You just hear like the doors swing wide open as Alexei struts back with like a full tray of cake.
Love this guy.
And I guess
And
your
he does
fiance
have
also
a
likes
knife
it.
as like puts the plate down and like spins it rapidly and does the like with a knife like a couple of vertical slices, heavy and like swift. As I will have to actually roll for him, see how
Oh my
this is
god,
actually.
please
no.
biff it.
Oh
This
God,
would be so funny.
No. He will roll 10 successes.
Don't
Crack the
fail me.
plate.
no!
Don't fail us now.
He
You
did
roll
in
a-
fact roll 2 successes. And yeah, he does the vertical cuts and cuts the cake in 8 equal slices, roughly equal. It's probably not perfect, but and then like twirls the knife and flings it into like a nearby wall, impaling it into the wood, and does like a bow.
Rial is clapping. Rial is looking at that wall. Oh my god. Alexi, what are you? He's that guy. Gary wants a drink.
He is an angel, and I will not hear any slander any further.
Didn't Rianne say she wants to go to like talk to someone?
Oh, you're right. You're right. She'll find that out later. You're right.
Yeah, that's fine.
Is Naira still inside?
I mean,
going to get
yeah,
Naira.
you helped the poor old man with his pain.
I've helped not Peter.
Yeah, you helped not Peter. You walking back, you see Rianne just kind of like staring at one, like it looks like a knife has implanted itself into a wooden beam on the outside of the bakery.
Rian was probably gonna go get Naira, then saw that. It's like, what the fuck? I don't even know why I try anymore. Marble
Okay.
scissors stuff. Oh, Naira, how was the gentleman? Was he alright?
It was just a sprain. God, I want to say he was actually weird, but I didn't roll high enough.
I mean, he was weird. It's just that it's not like you know.
He was just a weird person.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. It was just a sprain, so it was nothing serious. I advised him to take a bit of a rest and let it heal.
He is not prone to, well, I'm worried. I wonder if there was an injury previously before. Apparently hunching now. If nothing else, I'll talk with him later on and make sure he is well. Maybe give him a raise or something like that.
He did seem quite distressed. I did give him something for the pain, though it seemed he was already self-medicating.
Yeah, that is a bit of a worry as well. He normally doesn't drink on the job. Maybe something has
He
happened.
never drinks, Rianne. He never drinks.
He never drinks on the job. Okay. Maybe the festivities have him excited. I'm a bit worried even now as I say it.
It's possible, but if you don't mind me saying, maybe a bit unprofessional to be drinking while he's working.
True. Do you think I should say something, or I should leave him alone for now?
He's your employee. You would know better than I.
I feel like we've already been on from the table for too long. I will check on him. Maybe I'll bring back some wine as well. That should be good enough excuse.
I think that would be lovely.
Thank you, Naira. I am grateful.
Of course.
Yeah.
And then I will go outside to wherever the fuck a knife was thrown from.
Please get that knife out the wall.
Yeah,
I'll take the knife.
you do walk outside. You spot Flavius and Cassia talking a bit like they're kind of like in the street talking to one another.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone else is at the table though. A lot of people, Naira. A lot of people.
Whew, okay, I will remove the knife from the wall and just
Alexi looks a bit sad at that.
I'll return to the table and help him serve cake, unless that he's going to stop Naira and want to do it himself.
No, but he is like, you can serve cake, but you can do what he does, and he like takes one plate, spins it on his finger, puts the slice,
Naira
and then, like,
is not
slides it
trying
across
to.
the table.
She's not trying to one up. She's just giving cake to people.
Damocles is just looking at you, Scott. I'm not sure.
This is the man you brought here.
Yes.
He gives him a look like you saw what he was like at the wedding.
There's the look of, yeah, I should have expected this. Did let an assassin in my house because he gave them a ring.
It's a good ring.
It is a very good ring, yeah, that's very true.
I don't think I invited him. Wasn't he a patron? Did he pay to be here or help out in some way?
No, he did pay his own tickets. It's just that, you know, he's like, we're going, let's go together. And now he's following Damocles around by proxy.
You just Scott's taking more, like a couple more drinks, just like longer drinks, so he doesn't have to have a conversation with Damocles to explain himself.
Listen, it could be worse. He could be like messing up the rolls.
No, he could be like letting assassins into your guys' event
True.
because they gave us some
Yeah.
cake.
Who would do that?
I don't know.
As Brienne, you go back to check on Bob the Builder.
As I was calling him, I didn't know I should give him a name or not. Yeah, I'm gonna check on Bob. He's normally not like this.
You can like see him. You can like see him leaning back against the bakery, kind of like looking at the lake, and like taking large swigs of a metal canister. Like he spots you, he like immediately like puts in the coat and starts coughing. Like, oh, what are you doing here, lady? I mean, boss.
The can doesn't look familiar, right, Grunt? It's just a regular old can. I just want to make sure to ask
Canister
now.
looks very familiar, man.
Should I just roll or should I just say it? That's
No,
where I'm
you
at
don't
right
need
now.
to roll.
Okay. Rihanna will sit beside him, essentially. So, Bob, how are things going? Are you having a good time?
I'm doing better. The painkillers are a wonderful thing.
It is a wonderful thing as well. Do you want to explain how you got such an injury when I last saw you seemed to be up and well and about?
You know, when you run really fast, sometimes you misstep, sprain your ankle. As you can like see that he's like hunching, but he's like actually holding his like stomach almost.
Do you need assistance? Do you want me to? If you want to be discreet, I can.
Fine. Don't worry.
Peter,
It's like listen. I've been stabbed before. Nothing new.
let me see the wound.
No. Listen. I'm gonna ruin the costume. It's perfect. Look at me. Nobody can figure it out.
Are you bleeding? Do you want to at least put bandages on it?
No. It's. Listen, Ria. This is Naira. You checked the food, then you fucked up the discipline roll. Yeah. You did, in fact. It's not like a big stab. It's not like his has like a gaping hole.
It's more like a slash, maybe, perhaps.
Yeah, it's like a slash. But this is Peter. This is not Enrico. Okay, Enrico would be like, this is a flesh wound. What are you so bitchy about?
That's what he says, pressing over you.
It's like, no, don't worry about it. Listen, do me a favor, if you can. This will be last time I ask one from you, at least for the foreseeable future.
Don't like the way that sounds.
Did you spot the Bene Gesserit?
Yes, Alexi's wonderful fiance, apparently. Yes,
Make a lovely couple.
a lovely one.
I need you to get her close to Flavius. Can you do that?
I can certainly try. Is there a particular reason? I hope this isn't necessarily treason.
The less you know, the better it is. I just need to get them like as like close to one another. Just have like she doesn't need to talk to him. She just needs to stand next to him, like this close, and he like gets close to you, and does like a sniffing motion.
Okay, I will.
Some
my damnedest
lovely
to ensure-
perfume, by the way.
Thank you. Don't distract me. Very well. I will acquiesce to this strange request. I assume it was very important, especially if you're willing to get stabbed. And deliberately set
These
this
white
all up.
serpents are more bark than bite. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Raise eyebrow. Very well. Very well. I will accommodate the lovely future Mr. and Mrs. Wagner. And of course, I might need to have a conversation with Lord Flavius about security. So yes.
No. How about you don't talk to Lord Flavius? As little as possible, and when you do, be polite, be respectful, and then just leave him alone.
Very well. I will do my best, Peter. You're gonna have to explain yourself after this, but
Yeah, no. I'll tell you everything tomorrow. Tomorrow, after the festival is done. I'll let you know. And he like gets up and walks off.
Rianne looking a little bit worried, but She will stand up as well, take a breath before making her way back to the others.
Yeah, the conversations are small talk, I feel, at the table right now.
Yeah.
As Rian, you rejoin them. And you do, at this point, you do see Cassia and Flavius talking a bit off to the side. Flavius looks like he's about to leave.
I think Rianne would well, she has a mission per se. She would go up to Lord Fabius, mostly to check in and everything, of course, proper reasons.
Yeah. The two of them notice your approach, and like their conversation ends as Flavius says, I will make a note of that. Thank you. Then they both just look up at you.
I apologize. I want to get a chance to properly speak with you, Lord Flavius, if it's all right.
Of course. What can I do for you?
Is Cassius here, or is just me and
No, Cassia is still like next to you, and she like sees you, like if you like give her the look, she's like, and that's my cue to leave, and she like curtsies and walks off.
I apologize, but it's been quite some time, and I wanted to check on you to see how you were doing with everything that's been going on since.
It's been tough, but I'm adjusting. I think I'm taking it better than my father.
It has been, yes, quite a. I know we haven't spoken in quite some time, and things are different now, but we do. An invitation to speak if you need to vent your feelings is always open.
You must excuse me. I must attend to a couple of other matters.
Yes, I wanted to ask, will you be at the play
course.
as well?
Of course, all of them, the theater ones and the tournament later the evening.
I will actually roll insight to see if he's telling me the truth in that regard, because I have to make sure I know what his
Yes.
schedule's at. Would that be discipline or
Yeah, that can be discipline or understand, whichever you prefer. If he like, you can manipulate the seatings, by the way, at all of these events.
I will definitely be doing that. And let's see. I think duty will go with this one. Would observe make sense for this one or no?
Yeah.
And do we have any more momentum?
You have 2
left?
momentum. You can spend 1.
Okay. And I put my dice pool to 3. Hey. I will fucking roll to take threat to get rid of that convocation. Granted, that's all right.
Yeah. Yeah. No, he is being honest.
Well, I look forward to seeing you there, my lord. I'm sure you will take quite a, as they say, a kick out of the play.
Like forces a smile and nods and says, "Won't be the same, but I hope so."
She will bow, of course, to Flavius before making her way back to the table.
The question is, can everyone continue for a bit longer on this session?
Not too much longer, but yeah.
I'm still
Like
good.
half an hour.
Yeah,
I'm good.
I mean, yeah.
I can try.
Okay. So yeah, Rian, you get back to the table, as the theater play is about to start. So I'll assume people kind of like want to go there, unless you don't.
No, I think Rianne's go with it, and I think Fiala's go with it, mostly because I assume Alexi is excited to see them too.
Yeah, no, Alexis is a hype man. He'll start going on about the talent of actors as they portray emotions of characters that not exist, and they can tap into the human soul. And yeah,
Damn it, Alexi.
he is talking to his future wife about all the greatness and the incredible skill that an actor needs to bring characters to life. And
Rianne, the only friend she has at this table right now is Naira. She looks at her like, what the fuck?
Irish shrug.
She's holding it together, man. She doesn't know if she should help this situation, just leave it alone.
yeah, well, I assume that's a good question. Scott, are you gonna attend the theater plays as well?
Yeah, but
are you gonna spend time with the Nixes, like doing like carnival things, like sort of flinging knives
So-
and like producing other things. Because theater, Althea is not like the biggest theater fan. She would rather much rather spend time looking at the weapons and portion that as people are.
So the problem is, I'm not here for fun. I was sent here to find somebody. So what would be the best thing to do that?
Were you here to send to find?
The Guinness
You said-
swordsman.
Oh, that's
Swordsman.
true. Oh, that's a later event. That's everyone will attend that one. That's for sure.
Oh. Okay.
You can ask them if for like on backstage access, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. I'll ask who's even here? Is everybody here
Yeah,
or just
somewhere there. I would say it's not the proper etiquette, but like, hey, can you get me backstage to the Ginaz?
fair? But I don't
Maybe
know how...
after the event, right? Then that would be fine.
Yeah. Okay. So who? Okay. And the events after like the play or just as the event as a whole?
No, after the Guinness tournament is at the end of the day, the last
Okay.
festivity. So it would just be after the end of everything.
Okay, well, Alexis is gonna probably attend that, so I'll make my wife happy, and if anything happens, I'm sure my Benny Jesuit and I have communicators that
Yes,
we
you
can
do.
communicate with each other.
So yeah, then you
So-
and the Nixes will peruse the more like military actions of the medieval fair, as Alexi and Fiala would break off the happiness of Damocles as they will head off to the theater play. And I would assume Freya would also go to the theater play since this is the stuff you organized more or less.
Yes.
Is Gay just gonna sit at the table after everyone leaves? It's like, what the fuck, Alvar? Like,
Gary
what the
needs a
fuck are
drink.
these people?
Gary needs a drink. Gary needs a drink again. He tries to find
a
some
whole
progress
bottle of
for
wine.
real.
Okay. Now here's the question, Rian. Do you rearrange seats? 'Cause you will know that you'll figure out pretty quickly that Flavius plans to attend all the major events, and you can arrange seats so that Fiala is always seated very close proximity to him, like either just behind or just in front or like next.
I think either I more likely have Fiala more like behind him, so it won't be too obvious for whatever she needs to do. It won't be there, and it won't look suspicious to have like a random non-noble next to a higher rank
Fiala,
person.
time to roll those discipline rolls.
Let's see. Make sure I collect the right selection. And what should this be? Would this be power or truth?
I would say truth or challenge would fit the best for this one.
No, this is a fun challenge right here, so I'll do. I
It
think
is.
I'll definitely do. And it's not infiltration or espionage and everything, right?
I would say this is espionage or infiltration.
Okay.
One of them would fit.
And I think I'll use Fiala's determination for this regard.
Yeah.
And can I buy threat, Grunt?
Yes, you can. You
I
have
will
one
buy-
momentum as well.
Oh, okay. Then if it's all right with everyone else, if I use those two in momentum?
The council, I think.
This is rather important. I'll say this.
I'll roll, so I'll have 4 dice pool.
Yeah.
Everything along with everything else.
8 successes.
Yeah. No. Fiala, as the theater play starts, you've sensed this faint odor before. The faint odor of a face dancer hiding just in front of you, as you stare at the back of the head of Lord Flavius Draco.
Oh. Red itself was very surprised. Fiala would, once she notices that just sits back and has a bit of a small smile on her face as she acknowledges now. She knows that now. She has to tell the right people.
Yeah. And the plays would go on as expected. Alexi will compliment you, Freya. This is a great show of talent and skill. Incredible. Such talented actors. Surely this must bring great praise and honor to such a prestigious university, and on it goes. As even Alvar would make see as Alexei compliments you non-stop and your facilities, you'll actually you'll see him kind of bring his A game, so to speak, but his A game isn't very good, so it's very noticeable that he's also trying to compliment your work here.
I think, goddamn, if Fiala notices that, she will intervene in behalf of. Well, looks like Alvar's trying to shoot a shot here.
God damn it!
Yes, you can detract Alexei from stopping this barrage.
She would turn to Alexei and be like, "Oh well, dear, I'm starting to feel a little neglected here." She basically puts her hand on his cheek and turns
like 180.
It's him.
The ship doesn't turn; it spins. It's boom. It's like, I'm so sorry. I must make my. And then he immediately starts just giving all of his attention to you, just nobody else.
As it should be.
As he begins to ask what you think about the spectacle and the acting and the story and the improvisation and the effects and everything, the costumes, the themes, everything. Because activities do go on, and Fiala, you will notice this because the first time, okay. Now, second time you're seated close to Flavius, very close. Now that's a coincidence. But as the day goes by, and it's the third large event, the Swordmaster event, you're also seated close to Flavius. Interesting how that is, but no, twice is a coincidence. Third time is a pattern at this point.
Well, with the
you are sitting, you are seated close to him, closer than the Helheims, just as an FYI.
I think Fiala realizes this is a deliberate, of course, one with the little note she got, and two with the strangeness of the white serpents as well. This is something is going on. More than likely, she's gonna have to let some people know. I don't think she knows if she isn't aware that Rian did this, but she is understanding that this is a deliberate move on someone's part.
I assume at this point everyone has gathered, including you, Scott. You have some of the best seats around, courtesy of being associated with Damocles, as you can all witness. As the arena is flooded, as water is kind of led through these small canals and transparent pipes, and the water starts glowing as the algae react to your substances, Nara. In a spectacular show of colors, as they switch to one color and another, as each pair of swordsmasters introduces themselves and begin dueling in a very flamboyant, very elegant, almost like a dance. And Fiala, while Alexei was non-stop asking questions and talking and during the theater plays, now he's dead silent and just watches with the biggest eyes you've ever seen. Honestly, between you and the tournament, it's a 50-50. It's kind of like a coin flip. It's maybe one of those things that grabs his attention even more than you do.
It is quite a sight, so she's not offended in any way. She's probably even gonna have a bigger smile on her face when she sees Alexei's wonder-eyed look.
You all see these 50 and 60-year-olds dueling, and they're old, but they're moving quite with a lot of, if not the speed and strength of Enrico, definitely with much more flow and technique, which, given their decades of experience, probably has given them. And this is less of a fight and more of a show. There's clearly an element of showsmanship to this. This tournament, realize it's not really a tournament in the same way that wrestling is not actual people fighting, right? they're clearly telling a story, more or less. It's a narrative thing, as they have individual duels, team fights, and you will also spot Silax doing his best and fitting in with the routine that these people have, as the crowd is amazed by their skill and dexterity. And yeah, Scott, for people older than Daniel, man, these fighters can move.
I can see why they would want us, or why he suggested we try to get one of these people.
Yeah, even at like 50 or 60-year-olds, he could probably take down most. Like they could trash several bricks. Is all I'm saying.
Yeah, that's great to know. That interests Scott greatly.
As yeah, you eventually it ends like Thylax does play the role of the archetypical villain, backstabbing and
I knew it.
fighting dirty as the crowd boos, and the
Playing the
swordsman.
heel.
Yeah, the swordsmen team up to eventually bring him down, as he will fall in defeat. And one of the older gentlemen gets awarded the prize. And the show ends with a large hurrah, as everyone sees the crowd is ecstatic. As Gary, this is the moment that the salesmen walk in and we have swords, we have merchandise, and in fact they're gonna sell all the props used in the show. The premium, but hey, if you really enjoyed it, Alex is like first in line. It's like take my money, just take my money.
Oh, Alexi, wait, but sorry, bud.
As yeah, he'll just buy one of the swords used. And there's like, you can hear people complimenting all the different aspects. This was a resounding success, from the choreography to the lighting. Definitely, Naira, your algae added a lot of ambient and like help sell the story much better, as the lights blended with the sounds. Was a beautiful, beautiful display. And a lot of nobles, a lot of wealthy merchants have attended this, have seen it. This will manifest in plenty of opportunities in the future, for sure, for all of you.
Nice. Good. One sec, I forgot. There you go.
As yeah, the show eventually ends. And well, feel free to let me know if you want to do anything now.
Yeah. Is it possible for me to talk to some of those who are performing? Meet and greet, kind of.
Are you asking Lady Freya or
Yeah.
Rion or anything? Okay.
Whoever is I'm able to talk to.
Definitely Freya.
Yeah.
Right. Lady Freya?
Yes. How can I help you?
If it's not too forward of me to ask, is it possible that I could meet with some of the Ginaz swordsmen and chat with them?
Any specific one of them?
Grant, were we given us any specific name,
Oh
or
yeah,
just
they
kind of
all they all presented themselves.
Yeah, no, but I mean when we were told, hey, there's some Ginaz swordsmen who you might be interested in.
No, you weren't given
No?
any specifics.
Awesome. No one in particular, just kind of wanted to congratulate them for the show and just get to meet. How often, when will I ever get the chance to actually meet a legendary Ginaz swordsman like these people? If it's not too much to ask.
I mean, I don't think it's gonna bother them. I mean, If you're gonna be quick. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I won't take up too much of their time.
It's a funny thing that as he kind of like goes away to talk with them in backstage, there are a lot of nobles that are suddenly lining up to talk to you, Freya, or for them to also get a chance to meet the sword masters in the back. But Scott, you do get first shot.
Sorry, Freya. Turns back, sees that shit. Okay. Is there... Okay. Do I have any idea if any of them already have contracts with houses? Or is these just all freelance kind of?
None of these have contracts.
Okay. Is there any of them that are particularly off to the side and alone?
Yeah, there's a couple.
I will greet one of them. It doesn't really matter which one.
You chat with them a bit and give me like a communicate roll.
Okay.
I assume you're
persuasion.
trying...
Yes. I'm trying to convince them.
Yeah, persuasion definitely would work.
All right.
Difficulties too.
All right. You know what? Because I really need this. If I use a determination, can I use a determination now?
The end of the session, yes.
Okay.
Yes. You managed to convince to one of them to maybe consider. Scott, there's an interesting thing you figured out talking to these people. While they're still capable sword fighters, all of them, just by talking at least a couple, because there's also other nobles that are starting like talk with some of the others, but you talk like 4 of them. They all have there's a similar theme. Someone who was very great once, fell on misfortune, and has been struggling financially recently. So all of these people are in fact way cheaper than your normal Ginaz swordsman.
Like I've talked to 4 of them. Is there? No, I'm going to be greedy. Is there any way I could convince all 4 of them?
No,
because damn.
I don't think you have that much capital. I'll be honest.
I don't think we have enough capital
like
for
a
that.
normal one costs 15 wealth.
Just take your cheap swordsman and get out of here.
Get the fuck out of here. We don't want your problems coming to our town. We've seen what your town blew up. Get the fuck out of here.
That's all I'm saying is there's a lot of people. You can't get them all.
It was worth... Listen, you don't know unless you ask.
Yeah, that's
true. And yeah, I will take my cheap swordsman and get out.
Yeah, you promise. That's the thing. Like you have 1 wealth and 2 resources. You can't even afford 1, as it would cost like 3 wealth. But I'll say you can exchange like a resource and just pay them in advances. So,
yeah.
But we'll handle that during your session. The math of it. But yeah, no. New, very talented bodyguard, possible house guard acquired. Meanwhile, Fiala, I'm not sure what you're doing. The activities are over unless you want to hang around this obvious face dancer dude.
No, but what's Alexei doing right now? He went off to go buy a prop, so I'm not sure where he's actually.
He is talking with the youngest of the swords masters that you've seen. The one kind of like you don't recognize because you've never seen him before. But they're talking like they know each other.
Oh, that's cool then. Oh shit. Fiala would like I said, she's gonna stay with Alexei mainly. She's already done. She assumes she's done her task.
You join, and the man introduced himself as kind of like Orpheus, nobleman. You recognize him immediately by the name.
Fiala would do the proper thing as she's the lesser equal here to bow for him and everything.
And yeah, he'll actually bow back and say, "Lovely to meet you, my lady." He like looks at Alexei and says, "You weren't lying. I never doubted you, but I'd say I'm surprised, but happy for you." And he like kind of like claps him heavily on the shoulder.
Oh, I hope it's all good news. It looks like then.
Alexa, I was just informing Lord Silax about our upcoming marriage. Maybe bragging, but it's never good to be too proud.
Never apologize for bragging, dear.
And Silax says, with a wife like that, I would never be humble.
See, he gets it. She like gives Alexia a kiss on the cheek again as well.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Naira, Rianne, Freya, you're kind of like people are mingling with the sword masters, giving you a bit of a private space if you want to have any sort of conversations.
Freya
Yeah,
would
looks.
congratulate.
Oh, go ahead.
I would say, Gary, you're
Freya.
here for this as well if you want to join that conversation.
Yeah, Gary would be here for the after party.
Freya would congratulate Naira for the LC. It looks amazing. Pretty good.
Thank you. I'm glad you think so. It's pretty simple, but I think it has a good effect.
I think people loved it.
It was very beautiful. It has great potential with a bit more engineering, maybe perhaps.
There's still plenty of time to improve on it.
Quite a feat as well.
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, could you think with some more, maybe perhaps some bit more capital provided, you could do anything more with it? Make it even more impressive.
I'm sure I could figure something out. It was mostly intended to be a like, cosmetic.
Having a rainbow lake that can change colors in seconds will be quite the marketing gimmick. I must say so myself. Maybe we can talk later.
Yeah, we could discuss it.
But I'm not too certain about the technical details. I'm not a biologist myself.
I do worry about the impact it would have with a large supply of chemicals in the lake to change the color, but
Of course, wouldn't want to damage the local ecosystem. Beautiful, beautiful nature around here.
of course, we want to preserve what we have. But yeah, I'll give it some thought.
Yeah, as people eventually will leave, you realize that they are in fact offering kind of like jobs for these swords masters.
Nice. Look, I'm relieved. I thought someone was gonna die during that play. I was waiting for it.
I was
It
waiting
was
for
all-
Red to.
Yes, you're paranoid. Stop being
This
paranoid.
was a reconnaissance mission by
Yeah.
Peter. Listen,
That's
I think
good.
Yeah, I think
That's
Fiala
great.
will get a visit in their session. I think.
I just want to say, Fiala, I'm disappointed because getting the swordsman was your job. I was there to have a honeymoon. I'm just very like I was not. I'm just saying.
Poor.
Look, the guy who actually writes my bills gave me a job. I had to finish that one first. I'm sorry.
Poor Peter. I managed to get him stabbed. I should have paid for the complication, my beloved.
It was pretty.
Oh,
Not gonna lie.
jeez.
It was funny. It was kind of funny. This was almost a perfect reconnaissance mission.
Very good
Dear
tables
beloved.
together.
And now Peter has little spy soldiers in so many houses now.
Peter's a good guy. Listen, Peter's a good hustler.
Uh,
I know my men.
I don't know if I believe
my
that.
man.
I don't
Listen,
believe
my man,
that.
They all listen. They
Well,
all. I've
also,
always vindicated.
Mac, you're being very possessive. It's Red's guy.
We can share.
No,
Share.
I respect him. I don't want to like to take him away. I respect him. He's in a friendly.
He's
you
also
know.
fictional.
I just,
That's you.
I'm just waiting for like anytime somebody's like, "Hey, I have this love interest." Red's like, "This is mine now."
Oh, guys.
Nobody.
I mean,
Nobody.
I was
Red was aiming for Peter.
I was waiting for my wife to get stolen out from under me, but no, you just stole my best friend.
you got
Whatever.
Peter, you got
No,
Silex, you got Alexi.
Listen.
Guys,
So let's try and like wrap this up.
Oh shit, we're still recording.
Yes. Who anyone want to do anything else before the party kind of like splinters off?
Uh, as of right now, no. I assume Brienne's done her job.
Yeah.
No one's dead, which is good. And at least on her end, she's survived.
Then the nobles would make their way. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just get that fucking drink when nobody's watching.
Freya would have mentioned to the group if we should also look for swordsmen. We
Have
could also use
Enrico.
the
The fuck?
I mean,
Oh
Yeah,
my
can we get
god.
more? Can we
Don't
get
have
more,
that much
bud?
capital.
Enrico's
No,
like better than
please.
these old farts. What the fuck?
okay, then never mind.
If he wasn't,
He's
it's like
shopping for something better.
it's like yeah,
That's
exactly.
amazing.
God damn it!
Never.
I can't believe this cold-hearted approach.
No.
Can you believe it? Rico has baggage.
Never be ashamed of asking for more. Never be ashamed of that.
Jesus, no fucking soul.
Listen, I tried to ask for more, and I got outed as being a broke. So I'm just saying.
They're also broke.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
broke together.
We don't
See,
have
like this is why the family connects, because we could all be broke together.
So yeah, no, people will split off as the nobles would start making their way back to the pier to leave. The only one staying, of course, being Alvar, as you already kind of like made accommodations for him. As the festival has officially ended, everything sold out, completely a success, a resounding success, and as I would assume Fiala, Scott, and the Nixes will just fuck off with the rest of the nobles when the time comes.
Yep. Once we got our guy, we would just leave because we have other shit to worry about now.
And sorry, go ahead.
I was going to ask, should we make it an appointment to have a future family dinner because of, well, there's going to be a couple new additions possibly.
Well, I mean, listen, you now know each other. You have exchanged, you formally have like met each other. You can always just send messages. And
Oh, not just that. I'm talking about the fact that Lady Nyx is now pregnant as well. I didn't know if there was going to be a talk about that for Freya with her future new brother or sister.
We'll see that because the time skip will be like around 6 months, so it's fine.
Ooh.
Gotcha.
Oh.
Hey, I just want to say the son-in-law knows before the actual family. I'm just saying that's kind of sus.
Yeah, but you like deduced it from Nyx.
Shh.
So.
Grunt, just let me fuck with him.
Democles didn't tell us. Or tell
Yeah, we didn't-
Freya.
Yeah, we know.
We didn't see Nyx for quite some time.
Jeez, I was just hoping Grunt would let me fuck with him, but no.
No.
You can't fuck with me. I'm in both sessions. Take what they
Rule
mean.
4. You're not in both sessions. Red's in both sessions. You're a
As-
guest.
Okay,
No,
so let's move on. As everyone like nobles leave, as you do see now, kind of like in the main square of the festival, the 20 white serpents have gathered. As they do seem to have someone in custody, someone who looks like Peter with some glue on his face.
Good.
That's your joke. Good. Yeah. I'm not sure if Freya wants to say anything first because she is the ruler before I say anything.
She would probably be with Rian.
Naira's
so
looking
yeah,
at
like-
Rhea.
Yeah.
Brienne asks, "What's the meaning of this?" Very looking, not trying to compose herself, but she's not happy about what she's seeing right now.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you say anything.
Yeah, she goes up to the white
Mm.
serpents, basically demanding what's going on,
Um,
trying to be composed.
Flavius actually approaches and says, "This man is wanted for bringing illegal Ixian devices on planet. We are gonna detain him and question him. Is there a problem?"
I was not made aware that you were apprehending a criminal on our lands. She kind of glanced at Peter. What does he even look like with his fake beard right now?
They really roughed him up. He like has like they beat the shit out of him.
Ooh, she looks very concerned now. Does Peter look at her anywhere, or he's just like knocked out? I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
he doesn't make eye contact. He's just kind of like looks at the floor.
Apparently, since this has been going on in our lands, we would like a official report as well.
Yes.
Sven was originally a guest in our household.
That.
You're gonna get us arrested.
Flavius
Look-
looks at you and says, "Do you have something to add? Maybe I should start arresting some of you as well."
Damn, Flavis. Well, not Flavis, actually, as well. Says, I would like to be informed as well. It seems I have not been told many things, so if you would be so kind as to tell us of any future reports about what's going on, we would like to be.
You will be
as well.
informed if deemed necessary. If you wish to say something, if you know anything about these illegal devices, you may speak now.
I think that was what Rihanna is trying to say. Is like, hey, this guy's been in our house. We didn't know anything was going on.
Yeah.
We would like to be informed because it looks like we didn't know shit.
And
so.
he's like backhanding you verbally.
Yeah, like Rianne's not trying to start a fight because honestly, he has more power here than she does, and even with it being on her lands,
He's
can't
clearly
really stop the
abusing
guy.
it, by the way. Like this is not.
Yeah, she's not very happy about this, but right now, in the moment, she can't stop him right now. Other than the fact of saying like, hey, if this is a criminal on our lands, we should be able to apprehend him. But I don't think he's gonna want to hear that.
No.
Yeah.
And yeah, he'll just turn around and walk off with the attachment and Peter in tow.
Rihanna's
That's
fists are
the new
clenched.
one.
Yes, it seemed we've been quite at a loss about what's going on. And the fact of the matter that we have. Well, actually, I don't know, because I assume for, at least in Rianne's eyes, this is what a noble house does, is abuse their power to a certain extent. So I assume for
Well,
Rianne...
I mean, yeah, it's not a wise idea, because if you abuse your power, eventually people will strike back.
Yeah.
Which
But
means there's like something that's like this is important enough that Flavius is like, I'm staking my fucking reputation on this shit. Because
yeah,
if
and-
this like turns around and this was like an unlawful arrest, oh boy, this is gonna look so bad.
yeah.
Would look bad.
And like I said, I don't think Rianne knows Flavius enough to be able to tell if he's acting weird or not. And for her eyes, this is just another noble's with more power posturing.
Flavius was never a nice individual. He was always kind of like,
Yeah. He was only nice with Astrid, I assume.
Yes.
In that regard. Okay. I kind of figured as much. As Rianne would look to Freya. Like, seems we have a messy situation all around.
Yes, we have.
I'm sorry for
Mm.
speaking up so much, my lady. I might have blundered a bit there.
It's fine. I mean, you know him better than I do.
I will, if it is all right with your permission, my lady, I will reach out to our... Is there a crowd of people, or is it just...
no, most people have left.
If it is all right with your permission, my lady, I will reach out towards... Oh, Gary's here, right?
Yeah, see,
Alvar is also
Mr.
here.
Mr. Goldman, were you aware of any of these claims that Lord Flavius has arrested Peter for?
of course not. I'm completely unaware of any smuggling. I couldn't even imagine him doing that.
I want to insight you.
Gary, that's either a communicate or a discipline roll, whichever.
Discipline.
Yeah, you have a
focus,
composure. Yeah.
Yeah, can I use friend?
Right, use that momentum.
You
It's the end
can't
of the
just
session.
spend threat against each other. I've seen this done before.
What?
Just
No.
buy like a total of 10 threat together. It'll be fine. Suddenly your island collapses.
Oh,
I know, we
With,
gotta handle that right now.
with half the nobles on it.
One second, make sure. I look at her focuses for a quick second.
Master Kosh is indeed done taking L's.
Master cautious pissed man.
Listen, this is Kosh. He had to delegate out because he was tired of taking L's.
Listen. I hope Peter is competent enough. B, Fiala now knows, and I assume someone will probably come to collect information from Fiala. Hey, did you know anything weird? I assume Peter has a
Fiala
plan. I hope.
will have, if Fiala tells that's the game plan. It's like you tell the fucking aliases because I'm
I would.
fucked.
Yeah.
I
I
would,
hope Peter has a plan.
I assume this is for a disciplined role for me to insight
Yeah, you
Gary
can
as
you
well.
can
Yeah.
use this.
Yeah.
Could I use Observer, or would that not make sense for this
No, you can
regard?
use observe.
Yeah, this will be a spicy roll. Oh, this will be spicy.
Okay.
Ooh,
Again,
can I buy some Fred? I want Fred, please.
We're gonna buy Fred as well for Rian.
I'm going to use my last determination.
I will also use my determination playing fair. There's
Uh,
prizes for playing fair.
I mean, right at the end of the session, it can be
Ah,
Yeah.
shoulder
That's
Good.
roll.
go red.
For successes. Let's see.
I can use a determination. Fuck, I already clicked it once. God damn it. Before. Mistakenly.
Just edit it and add another one.
I'll quickly do that. Why cannot use determination? Fuck, we'll just manually redo the mathematics and replace the one
Because
with
you
like.
didn't add one.
Why do I add one determination? I already added like. Change the 1 to 2. Why the
No,
fuck
you
did I
changed the
add that?
advancement points.
No, I did. No, I did change determination points.
No, it was a 0 when I clicked on the. It's a 1 now. There you
What?
go.
I'm fucking confused. Oh, I assume it was on a different sheet anyway. Anyway, fuck it.
Well, it's
Oh,
a
no.
tie, so I will in fact be a bitch and I'll spend 2 threat to save Rian. Goldman is not aware of the device. It's kind of like took him by surprise, but he does know more than he's letting on. Like that's kind of obvious too. Like,
God damn it! I failed you, Peter.
Very well then. If it was all right with you, Mr. Goldman, I'll be reaching out to your representatives in your Molotov company as well.
Of course. I can contact corporate. We can discuss this. I can assure you,
I will
Sure.
contact your corporation if that is all right, Mr. Goldman.
of course. I can assure you what if the accusations are correct. His actions do not represent the corporation.
And if they are incorrect, he needs to be properly taken care of and making sure he is given protection while he is under the care of House Draco. What's I assume, does House Draco have a bad reputation for dealing with criminals at all, Grunt, or is just they're very
their
much
city
a,
is mostly a military base. Like
okay, gotcha.
they're not kind people. Like, they're not known for their kindness and hospitality.
Mm-hmm.
They're kind of it's you went there. It wasn't pleasant for you, and you were like yes.
Mm-hmm. Very well. I will start reaching out immediately as well.
Wait, sorry, Grant. I think sorry for explaining. Fucking no, we were off. Did I forgot to click the focus button?
Let's see.
It would have been 5 successes.
Would it?
Yeah, because one would have turned to a crit.
Yeah, that's true. Because his discipline is 8. You would have had 1 more success. Well, I still spent the threat, so get fucked, Gary. I'll spend all the threats. I'll spend the other 2.
Yeah,
I'll
sure.
give everyone XP.
Yeah, at least I will force to give XP.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Kairos,
that's
not you. The rest of you. Elias, trust me, they'll be shit flying that other way.
I listen. I feel like there is some fingers that are going to be pointed, and I just want to say they are unjust.
Not just.
Master cautious coping and see.
As you kind of like, you all retreat back to your quarters for the night. Rian, you actually, I'll say this. Freya, you realize Alvar's quarters are the same floor as yours, quite close by, as you kind of like both walk in the same direction for a bit. We'll say, was a lovely event, even if the ending was unfortunate.
Yes, I guess we can avoid something like that. But I mean, at least the most of the day was quite enjoyable.
I'm not much for fighting, but I did enjoy the theater part. I've done several. I've read a lot of books on different cultures and a bit of history. I would consider myself a bit of an amateur, so it was quite fascinating to see it put into such a wonderful play.
Yes, I mean, if you want, you can visit our university at some time.
Well, I wouldn't want to be too much of a burden.
Oh, no, you won't. I mean, I definitely need some more free time.
Then
I
I shall take you up on that. I shall kind of give you a smile.
He's gonna smile as well. And I wish you a great night
Likewise, my
and a great
lady.
sleep.
And yeah, you both go to your different quarters. Rianne, as you open the door, you kind of like the lights go on and realize there's a man standing in your room. His face is completely like covered in a mask. And as he like speaks up, you can hear like the voice modulator, like that, sort of like robotic voice. Says, "Do you feel happy with yourself?"
Rihanna has a apple pie in her hand, a plate. She looks at. There's a strange man in my room with a mask. Surprised and happy are a few different things here, sir. Are you here to kill me, or are you here to deliver a very threatening message?
If things go badly, this won't be a threat, this will be a promise. And I'll make sure
Yeah.
I'll paint the streets red with both Kairos, Elios, and whoever the fuck else is involved in this shit.
May I get an explanation about whatever involved with this shit is exactly, kind sir?
If you don't know, probably a reason for that. Let me just tell you this. It's like kind of like stands up from the chair you see. Yeah? I usually kill people with poison. I'll use my blades for. There are a lot of you. I'll make it painful. Very painful.
Will you at least have the time to explain why my death is such a ravenous subject for you? Kind of like glancing to see, a little bit trying to see if she could find an escape route suddenly.
Well, the window is open and the door is kind of behind you.
Yeah, but can I survive a drop that high grunt? Can Rianne
If you have
survive
a
that?
good move roll, I guess.
We both know she does not have a good
I
move roll.
do. Says, don't bother. You know that the red demon hunts you down. There's nowhere in the world you can be kept safe.
Now you both have my fear and my curiosity, good sir. What ire have I come of, have I my house and I brought to the red demon's door? And how should I clean this problem up?
Liabilities, that's what you did. Like Flex goes up to the balcony and looks back and says, we'll talk. Hopefully I won't have to kill you.
I hope so too.
There's only one thing stopping me, and well, let's hope it stays that way. And he'll actually like just he'll climb over the balcony and just you see there's like a rope as he like leans back down.
God damn it. Uh, I'm gonna have to tell Lady Freya about this later on. Alright.
No, Rian, you do know the Red Demon is a moniker for the famous House Hala assassin. One of the deadliest titles in the universe. And they do, in fact, mostly use poison to kill.
Rihanna, like I said, this is gonna be honest, guys. This is gonna be a problem for tomorrow.
Yeah.
Rihanna will be telling Freya about her strange visit after she eats some pie and takes a nap, I assume.
With that last scene, that confusion and more question on your mind, it will end